He looked pretty good on that first carry. First down from their own 42-yard line. Shotgun formation. Simmons lines up to the left shoulder of the quarterback. Simmons takes the handoff, running left, not much, maybe a couple of yards, out close to the 45-yard line. Good pursuit, J.T. Robbins with the tackle there for the Eagles of Nashville Christian. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You're going to see a multiple 5-wide, multiple groupings, all of that, versatility, volume offense. That's how Jonathan Quinn described his offense. All of the above.
Going to see a little bit of everything. 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. And here's another one of those new formations. Kind of a pistol formation with another back. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff, Simmons running right, plenty of room. 50, 45, 40, dragged down near the 35-yard line. Boy, they just collapsed the entire right side of that offensive line. Plenty of room to run for Simmons before he was finally tackled by James Warnbrough.
Well, the right tackle on that side, R.J. Cobb, a 4-year starter at right tackle. But the formation is the pistol, flanked by a quarterback, flanked by a running back on each side, and then the tailback behind that. So you essentially, it's not an empty backfield. You got 4 back there.
And they're going to do it again, same formation. And now I believe an official's timeout here with 8:21 to go in the quarter. And I believe one of the Nashville Christian players had to come out. I think he's got something in his eyes. Looks like he just was having to clear out his eyes there.
It looks almost like an inverted wing T.
Same formation. And they'll run the same play, trying the right side, 30, 25, 20. First down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Hey, if something works, stick with it. And they run to that right side once again. That was Stroud with a big gain and another Davidson Academy first down.
Well, they're tackles on both sides of the ball. We just mentioned R.J. Cobb on the right, and the left tackle, Glenn Seabrook's all-state caliber, all-state last year. So I've never seen this kind of offensive formation.
Yeah, it gives you all kinds of options. They've run right now for the 3rd consecutive time inside the 20. This time, stand up, nice tackle at about the 17-yard line for a very short gain on that play, and that was, I believe, 54. That was Peyton Woodard, who made a very nice form tackle right there.
But a little bit of tempo, but there's a sense of urgency about it, but it's not pure tempo.
7:25 to go, first quarter. Nashville Christian leading 7-0, but Davidson Academy driving. They're inside the 20-yard line of the Eagles. Handoff, Stroud. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe forward to the 15-yard line, and that's about all. Once again, really good pursuit by the Eagles in there to make that tackle. Kevin Bradley to lead the way, and that brings up 3rd down and 5.
And Stroud is just a freshman. My, will you me do it? My God, freshman. But 327 yards and 4 touchdowns coming into this game.
2 100-yard games already this season. 3rd and 5. Ball is at the 14-yard line of the Eagles. Shotgun formation, tailback off the left shoulder of the quarterback, Roberts. They'll give the tailback. He'll try the right side and not much. Maybe a yard or so for Simmons, and that's about all. Big tackle again by Bradley, and that's going to bring up 4th down decision time here for Davidson Academy. Looks like they're sending the kicker on.
Roman Mathis, he's 3 for 3 on field goals this season with a long of 40.
He is a sophomore. This will be a 30-yard attempt just inside the right hash mark. Roberts, the quarterback, is the holder. Keep that in mind. Ball spotted right on the 20-yard line. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So Davidson Academy gets on the board. 5:53 to go. 5:50 to go in the opening quarter now. It's 7-3 in favor of Nashville Christian on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
This is WNSR's broadcast of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
7-3, Nashville Christian leads Davidson Academy, 5:50 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, a good response by Davidson Academy, only coming up with 3. They got punched in the mouth, punched right back.
Punt return of 50 yards for a touchdown by Nashville Christian, but Davidson Academy marched downfield primarily on the running game and primarily running on that right side very successfully. And now Mathis to kick the ball away. High, fielded at the 10-yard line, to the 15, to the 20, right up the middle, 25-30, 35-40, and dragged down at the 40-yard line. Nice return by Bryson Holt, and that gives Nashville Christian good field position. They'll start at their own 40-yard line. The quarterback is Jared Curtis. He is a freshman, 32 of 63, 486 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But I think Jeff Brothers thinks this young man could be special.
Well, we were talking to him before the game, and he said just watch him. He has the mannerisms of knowing what a bad pass, he'll roll right back, nothing phases him. And a freshman quarterback already 6'2", 180, and the gunslinger is what Jeff Brothers calls him.
And he's going to drop back and throw on first down, finds a receiver at the 45, breaks a tackle midfield down the sideline, 40, 35, and out of bounds. Reception by Ryan DeMumbrian, who broke a tackle at midfield, picked up 15 more yards after that, and a first down for the Eagles at the Davidson Academy 35.
Yeah, and as we mentioned in the pregame, the first freshman starting quarterback for Jeff Brothers. Of course, he was at Pope John Paul, and then now here, and he thinks a lot of this young man.
Hard to believe he's been here 13 years already, has Jeff Brothers. First down from the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Now they'll empty the backfield. Quarterback is going to swing the pass to the running back, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, close to the goal line. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. A little swing pass to Cam Carton. Just got it in his hands, Greg. He broke out of the backfield, got it in his hands. He did the rest.
Well, it's 4th receiving touchdowns. What I liked about that pass, he threw him into his motion of running. He didn't have to sit and wait for the ball. The ball was out in front of him. He was already in stride when he caught that pass.
And he hit it in full stride and took it all the way to the end zone. So Nashville Christian quickly with its 2nd touchdown of the night. The extra point is up, and it is good. So with the extra point tacked on by Wyatt Martin, timeout with 4:58 to go in the opening quarter. Nashville Christian 14, Davidson Academy 3 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
With the division on the line and the playoffs charging in, you won't want to miss a minute of Atlanta Braves baseball.
High fly, deep to left, forget about it for Austin Riley. A blast to left.
This afternoon, the Braves wrap up the weekend in Philadelphia as they look for another big win against the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park.
Coverage begins this morning at 11:50 on your home for the Atlanta Braves, Nashville Sports Radio.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Couple of big explosive plays for Nashville Christian. They lead 14-3 first quarter.
Next week, Thursday night football will be in Mount Juliet over in Wilson County. Station camp at Mount Juliet. 6:45 the pregame and 7 o'clock following Murphy's matchups. Of course, the scoreboard show will again be on Friday night.
Thursday night game, we'll have 2 or 3, I guess, this
Several.
year we have, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, and of course this year teams are required to play just at least one Thursday or Saturday because of the lack of officiating.
So Martin set to kick the ball away for Nashville Christian. Puts this one into the air. This is returnable, fielded at about the 11-yard line to the 15, to the 20. Bouncing right, trying to get outside, and a nice open field tackle is made by DeMumbrian for Nashville Christian on the return. And so Davidson Academy will start first down. They'll mark the ball at their own 24-yard line. Well, as you said a moment ago, they had to answer, Davidson Academy did, because after the punt return, the quick touchdown, they marched downfield, had to settle for 3, but had a nice offensive answer. They need another one now.
First off, what a beautiful setting, a beautiful night. First Friday night of autumn. We're out here, Nashville Christian, Davidson Academy, Overall Creek. into the distance.
That's right.
And they have brisket sandwiches.
I knew you were going to bring that up at some point.
And I'm afraid that big grill now. You know, I gotta obsess on something. It was that drone over at NBA. Don't want the brisket cooker.
No, we do
going
not
out.
want that to happen. There was a holding penalty called on Davidson Academy on that kickoff return, so it's walked back to the 14-yard line where the Bears will start 1st and 10. From their own 14. Roberts in the shotgun formation at quarterback. 2 receivers split left. And a whistle and a flag, and that's going to be illegal procedure on Davidson Academy and another 5.
One thing first seeing Nashville Christian is their team speed on both sides of the ball has impressed me right off the get-go.
Absolutely. They've shown it on a couple of big explosive plays here in this first quarter. That penalty is going to walk it back to the 9-yard line, so that'll be 1st and 15 for the Bears. Davidson Academy has won 6 state championships. They went on a run, Greg, 18, 19, and 20, won 3 in a row.
Well, and back in the 2000s, Paul Wade, who we saw last week at DCA.
Handoff running right across the 15 to about the 16-yard line, so a nice gain on 1st down to get a chunk of that yardage back. That was lost to the penalty. That was Caden Stroud with a carry.
As a matter of fact, 2 weeks in a row, the Division II 1A championship game, DCA, we had them last week, and Nashville Christian, the runner-up, this week.
That was a gain of 7 on 1st down, brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Bears. The ball spotted at their own 16-yard line. 2 receivers left, shotgun formation once again. Handoff, tailback, going to try that right side, get room, 20-25 across the 25. There's a penalty flag down. Very likely for a hold. This is likely going to come back.
Yeah, that one right out in front of the side judge, no doubt about that. So penalties here. This is the 3rd on this possession.
Yeah, 2 flags were thrown right in the vicinity there at the 20-yard line, so they'll walk it back from the spot, and that will be marked at about the 10-yard line.
Well, the blocker, the running back, really on the outside linebacker just basically turned him around.
So now back to a 2nd and 15. As you said, 3rd penalty on this drive for the Bears. So 2nd down and 15. 4 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Nashville Christian leading by a score of 14-3. 3 receivers split wide left. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Roberts. Hands off inside, across the 10, close to the 15-yard line. Tried a little trickery there, tried to show like they were going to sling a pass out to the left and just did a quick handoff inside, and I believe we got another flag down.
Right at the point of contact of where the running back went down.
So our referee is Brad Hauser. Personal foul. It is a face mask against Nashville Christian.
Well, that gets Davidson Academy out of this hole that they've dug by their own penalties.
And a 1st down for the Bears. So penalties on this drive for both teams. They're going to walk it all the way out close to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 29. 3:40 left to go in the opening quarter. Nashville Christian has scored 2 touchdowns, 1 on a punt return. Bears will send wideouts to each side. Shotgun formation. Stroud is the tailback, standing to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Roberts. Roberts takes the snap in the gun, has plenty of time, steps up, fires long, down the far sideline, into coverage. Was it intercepted? I believe it was. Yes, it was. Ball is picked off at the 40-yard line of Nashville Christian. That was Donovan Smith with the interception. You could see it, Greg. The ball was a little bit underthrown. He had him well played.
Yeah, and just really, I thought, took too long in releasing the ball. It got out of his range. He had the guy beat, or it was going to be a 50-50 ball either way until it was underthrown. 4th
interception thrown by Roberts this season. And Nashville Christian takes over 1st down at their own 40-yard line. 3:15 to go in this first quarter. Eagles leading 14-3 with the football. 3 receivers split left, 1 right. Shotgun formation, high snap, handoff, tailback running left, dragged down from behind. Tackle for a loss of a couple of yards on the play. Good solid defense. That was Jason Moss, senior linebacker, nice size, 6'1", 200. Came from behind the play, Greg, and tackled him for a loss, and now we have a Nashville Christian player down. And we're going to take time as well since they're going to tend to this player and hopefully nothing serious. 3 minutes even to go in this opening quarter. Nashville Christian 14, Davidson Academy 3 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Sir Speedy is a proud sponsor of high school football on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. At Sir Speedy Music City, we provide commercial print, signs, and mailing services to companies all over Tennessee and actually all over the world. If you need anything like that, you give us a call, 615-832-9511, SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Call us at 615-832-9511. Go to the web at SirSpeedyMusicCity.com or email us at print@SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are the official sign company of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week, live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Here's Joe Fisher.
Scrambling pass after the timeout, connecting with a wide receiver who takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line for Nashville Christian. It'll be 1st and goal. Curtis scrambled right, then stepped up and found his receiver who took it down the field. That was Braden Toll, who took it inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal.
But with Roberts, he was rolling right. A lot of times you'll see young quarterbacks throw off balance. He set and just gunned it out there. Impressive young freshman. I think we're going to be hearing from him for several years.
And a whistle, and I believe Nashville Christian is taking a timeout here. They want to talk about this. We'll do it as well with 2:22 left to go in this opening quarter. 14-3 Nashville Christian on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Austin Hardy is your go-to agent in the Middle Tennessee community for the service you desire at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Austin Hardy has you covered. Call 615-810-9999 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
This is Nashville's best high school football coverage. WNSR's Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Nashville Christian 14, Davidson Academy 3, and the Eagles driving inside their own 10-yard, inside the Davidson Academy 10-yard line. And after the timeout, they will line up 1st and goal from the 7. Curtis, the freshman quarterback, standing in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. He is looking left. He fires to the left. Has a man at the 5. Eludes the defender. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. Bryson Holt with the score from 7 yards out. Nashville Christian, Greg's had it 3 times. They found pay dirt all 3.
Well, and you just see the control of this young. I know I'm going to be saying this for another 3 quarters,
That's
but
right.
Just the control of the offense of this young man, this young freshman quarterback.
Nice move by Holt, who's also listed as the backup quarterback, by the way. On for the extra point. Martin kicks it up, and it is good. And just like that, the homestanding Nashville Christian Eagles lead 21-3. 1:35 to go in the opening quarter here on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
With 13 locations nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. The package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. Visit starleasing.com to learn more.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for Nashville Christian. They lead by a score of 21-3.
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, the longest-running high school prep football show in the market, Prep Football Talk, presented by Freeman Webb. 8 a.m., myself, Craig Ladd, Coach Bubba Spears, and our prep legend is going to be Bill Whittemore. as a matter of fact. And also our player of the week, our Tim Leeper Roofing Mid-State Player of the Week, Vandy-bound receiver Junior Sherrill. Last Friday night, 9 catches, 239 yards, 6 touchdowns. And, of course, Trent Dilfer's the coach. He's out of town. They're off tonight. Jamie Graham, the offensive coordinator, played football and basketball for the Commodores.
Yes,
he's going to join us tomorrow morning.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Be a great show. Jamie was very popular. One of the few that was able to do both. Very few even try to do that anymore, but he was able to.
Yeah, a lot of the coaches won't let you, you know. Like take a Marcel Reed at NBA, for example. Of course, he was coming along younger, was thought of to be just as much a national college basketball product as he then obviously grew into what he's doing in football, headed to Ole Miss. And I have talked to Kermit Davis. Kermit, of course, got to be friends with him when he was coach at MTSU, and he's sneaking around on Marcel a little bit.
If he happened to show up,
he'd have to get Lane.
Oh, absolutely.
Lane's approval, obviously.
Absolutely. Martin to kick it away for Nashville Christian. Kick is in the air. Fielded on the run, now taking back to the 12-yard line, running right to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Breaks outside, dragged down at the 30-yard line. Nice return. That's Bolden with the return for Davidson Academy. Made a couple of men miss and got them decent field position out to the 30-yard line.
Davidson Academy just needs to settle down. They had that one possession where they sustained some first downs, got running the football off each edge, and really – with it stymied down there, really some questionable, I thought, calls because they were really working those edges. Then they tried to hit it up the middle a couple times.
They start from their own 30-yard line, do the Bears. Wide receiver split wide left, pistol formation for the quarterback, Knox Roberts. Roberts takes the snap, hands off tailback Simmons running left. There's the 35, there's the 40, there's more. Midfield down the sideline, 40, 35, 30, 25 to the 20. Down the sideline, he will score. Touchdown, Davidson Academy. There's the answer the Bears needed.
We got a boxing match going on here with blows back and forth from both teams.
Simmons, 70 yards on the first play from scrimmage of the drive, and just like that, the lead cut to 21-9 with the extra point to come. Yeah, at this rate, we could rack up a lot of big offensive numbers tonight.
Well, that 11 yards per carry. Now, look at this. The swinging gate.
Yep, lined up. You have to pay attention to that with that whole line lined up to the left side. They're going to snap it. They're going to go for 2. They pitch it to the tailback who's looking to pass. He will throw it across the field. That pass is batted down and incomplete. I thought they might intercept that pass. As a matter of fact, when they tried to throw it back across the field, that's one of those great. They line up. They see a look. If they think they've got more numbers than you do, they go ahead and try it.
They have the entire offensive line to the far left side of the field. You have a center, a quarterback, and a running back, almost like a option RPO. He tosses it. If the quarterback doesn't have it, he tosses it back to the tailback. If he doesn't have it, he throws it across the field behind the line of scrimmage, and that could have been picked off for 2 the other way.
Yep, absolutely. Instead, the extra point try is no good, so 21-9 is the score. Nashville Christian leading with 1:52 left to go in a wide-open first quarter.
Yeah, Cortland Simmons, though, when he got to the edge, he was gone.
Yes, he was.
Big kid with a little extra boost that time, and I can understand why Kentucky, Vandy, Memphis, a few others are starting to pay attention.
You know, good size, 5'11", 194, and obviously good speed. We just saw it right there as he ran away from the defense. So Davidson Academy set to kick the ball away.
We certainly had some explosives here.
Yes, we have. Had a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown. Had a 70-yard run for a touchdown. Warmbroad back to receive the kickoff for Davidson for Nashville Christian. They're going to kick it away from him, short to the up man at the 30, to the 35, to about the 38-yard line, and that's all. They didn't want anything to do with kicking that ball deep. So the Bears make the tackle at about the 38-yard line. So Nashville Christian has had the ball 3 times. They have scored 3 touchdowns with 1:46 left to go in this first quarter.
Important possession, I think, for Davidson Academy to settle things down. As you mentioned, 3 touchdowns, 3 possessions, one of those coming on the punt return on the first offensive possession, or not even a possession, if you will. But Davidson Academy can settle this game down right here. They're within striking distance with that big run.
Cam Carden went out earlier. He is back in at tailback for Nashville Christian. He'll take the handoff on first down. He is swallowed up at about the 37-yard line. That's Glenn Seabrooks. That's that big 6'3", 310-pound all-state performer on the offensive line as well as a defensive tackle.
Yeah, and he is getting a lot of looks, too, from FBS-level schools. Big, as you mentioned, and can move, but he is large.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's got his own zip code down there.
There are some guys on that line that are pretty big, and then there's him.
Yeah.
It's another level. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation for the Eagles. 2 receivers, 3 receivers split left. 1 split wide to the right. Quarterback fires over the middle. Pass caught by Warmbroad across midfield to the 45 to the 40 to the 35. Dragged down near the 30-yard line. Another explosive play and a big gain and a first down for the Eagles down to the 30-yard line.
Well, they had spread the defense by little flares out to each side, the running backs out. Then they hit that quick slant right across the middle, and they were at that second level just like that.
Holt will check in now for Nashville Christian. They'll give Warmbroad a little bit of a breather right here after that play. First down at the Bears' 30-yard line. 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. An explosive first quarter. 21-9 Nashville Christian, and the Eagles are driving again. Taking a little time here looking to the sideline to get the play in. Clock continues to run inside the final 30 seconds. Play action fake. Looking for it all. Coming to the near side to the end zone. Pass is broken up and incomplete. Nice defensive play by Moore. Josiah Moore, the corner, part of that 4-2-5 defense. Good coverage on Bryson Holt.
Yeah, step for step right there, but that ball was right where it needed to be. Just a really good defensive play that time.
17 seconds left in the opening quarter. 2nd and 10.
He flung that. Curtis did what? 50 yards?
45, 50.
45,
pretty easily, yep.
Yeah, 45 yards. He just flung it.
Pistol formation on 2nd down and 10. There's the snap and the handoff. Tailback up the middle to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. And dragged down inside the 20, close to the 15-yard line. That'll be another Nashville Christian first down for Cam Carden. Looked like he was in a bit of traffic, but he found a way to get outside, pick up 15, and a first down as the first quarter comes to a close. Nashville Christian 21, Davidson Academy 9 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Barlines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
This is WNSR's broadcast of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
First down for Nashville Christian, first play of the second quarter. The ball is at the Davidson Academy 15-yard line. Eagles leading 21-9 and threatening again. Curtis rolling right, easing right, looking downfield, throws to the end zone, back of the end zone, incomplete. Dangerous throw, Greg, rolling right and throwing back across to the left. Fortunately for Nashville Christian, there was nobody home.
Yeah, that old late over the middle thing, and not sure what he saw. We had the angle between the quarterback and the intended receiver. That's where he just got to throw that one in Overall Creek.
Which is not far away.
No. Well, Coach Brother said he lives on the other side, and get the man a bridge. Get the man a bridge.
Just underway, second quarter, 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line of the Bears. Curtis, hands off, tailback running right to the 15, hesitates, cuts back, gets hit near the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down. Bryson Holt with the carry. Kind of made something out of nothing, got to the sideline, cut back, got 5 yards on the play.
And a freshman as well. He's been hurt. He's got a couple touchdowns. You line him up. He'll line up in the slot sometimes. Tailback.
13 carries on the year coming into the game. 3rd down and a short 5. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. 11:15 to go first half. Nashville Christian leading 21-9 and threatening. Curtis in the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Now he's going to step up, run right, breaks the tackle, and slides down inside the 10-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down. Made the wise business decision there. He saw Jason Moss coming and slid down at the 9.
But a good job by Davidson Academy getting the kicking team out there for Nashville Christian and keeping it within reach.
So it'll be Wyatt Martin on to attempt the field goal.
3 of 4 this year.
Looks like they're going to spot it down at about the 16-yard line. This will be a 26-yard attempt. Ball on the near hash mark. Nashville Christian moving left to right as you listen. Warmbrod is the holder. And a whistle just about the time the snap came. They blow the whistle. And it's going to be a dead ball, illegal procedure penalty on the Eagles. So that'll back it up 5 yards. Quite a few penalties in this first half so far for both teams. So now they'll mark it down at the 21-yard line. So this will now be a 31-yard attempt. Still on the near hash. Good snap. Kick on the way, plenty of leg, and that kick is right down the middle. Boy, that was struck solidly. 10:08 left to go in the opening half. Nashville Christian 24, Davidson Academy 9 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Dry rub wings are back at Slim Chickens. Fresh, fried, and full of flavor. Like smooth and kickin' cayenne ranch, zesty lemon pepper, or turn it up with new spicy Nashville hot. Try them today with a meal or feed your hungry crowd. But hurry, they're only back for a limited time. At Slim's, bold flavor is what we do. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Welcome back to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Homestanding Nashville Christian 24, Davidson Academy 9. 10:08 to go in the opening half from Nashville Christian. Joe Fisher, Greg Pogue, Adam Johnson with you. Glorious night. Boy, just a beautiful night to play.
And you can join Bruno Reagan and Ray Dosky and Devlin McKenzie back at the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studios for the scoreboard show afterward.
Smoke wafting across the field from the brisket.
Oh, that brisket looked great down there, man.
So Nashville Christian's Wyatt Martin set to kick it away. Puts it into the air. Low driving kick, bounces off the Davidson Academy player, picks it up at the 25, takes it across the 30, and across the 35, close to the 40-yard line. It was a line drive that was basically hit right at Tyler Brown. He finally picked it up, did something with it, turned it into a nice return out close to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that wobbler didn't get over 5 feet off the ground, and it sort of eat him up like a shortstop with a line drive.
But he didn't panic, picked it up and made something out of it. So now Davidson Academy will have it first down, their own 40-yard line, trailing 24-9. Knox Roberts at quarterback, the junior. 5 touchdown passes on the season, 4 interceptions, having thrown one earlier here tonight. And now a whistle. I think they had a chain issue. They were trying to get the chains fixed across the way, and I believe they've got that taken care of now.
Yeah, it was only going to be 1st and 8, the word that thing stretched out.
Davidson Academy would take that.
Yeah,
I
1st
would
and
think
8,
they would have gone for that. Instead, it's now officially 1st and 10. Roberts took the opportunity to visit quickly with the sideline, get the call in. Inside 10 minutes to go in the first half, 24-9, Nashville Christian leading. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers split left and right. Roberts in the gun to throw. Rush is coming. They try to set up a little screen to the far side, called it the 40, 45 midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown, Davidson Academy. Another explosive play. This time Josh Bolden goes the distance, 60 yards for the score. Wow. Man, you blink and you miss something here tonight.
Well, and they're all explosives, too. I mean, they're not – has there been one sustained drive? I guess that was Davidson Academy's
and
field goal,
right?
drive. Yeah.
That's right. Well, they get it outside, make one man miss, and it's off to the races. So 24-15 now with the extra point attempt to come from Roman Mathis. And his kick is high, and it is good. So just like that, 9:45 to go. Man, don't blink. You're going to miss something. It's 24-16 Nashville Christian right here on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week, live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Here's Joe Fisher.
So another freshman you mentioned, Greg. Bolden, a freshman for Davidson Academy, takes that one to the house to cut Nashville Christian's lead to 24-16. We still got 9:45 to go in the first half.
Well, it's turned from a boxing match to a tennis match.
Now you're trying to hold serve. Nashville Christian expecting a short kickoff here from Mathis. Their deep man is back at the 15-yard line. It will be a short kick, fielded actually about the 28-yard line to the 30, weaving to the 35, penalty flag down at about the 37-yard line. On the carry, that was Bryson Holt, but there is a penalty flag thrown into the middle of that.
A lot of yellow cloth flying around here tonight.
Been pretty busy. Officials have had a busy night so far. Let's see what direction they're going to take this. Chances are Nashville Christian will go backwards a little bit. And it was an illegal block on the return. So the return originally was to the 38-yard line. They'll walk it back from there. And they'll put it down at the 27-yard line officially, where Nashville Christian will start. First down. Jared Curtis.
He runs like a quarterback. He looks like a – and I know, what are you talking about? He looks like a quarterback. But no, just the way his mannerisms, he's just seemingly in control.
Yep, absolutely looks that way. In the shotgun on first down. Man in motion going left to right. They're going to hand it on a jet sweep. Warmbroad gets across the 30, tackled at the 33-yard line. So that'll be a gain of about 7 yards on first down. Tackle made by Jeremiah Fullen, the defensive tackle.
But it just seems like every play on one like that, they're just one block here or there from springing it. It just seems like every play has big play potential.
Well, and we've seen plenty of big plays already tonight. A 70-yard run, a 50-yard punt return. A 60-yard run for a touchdown on a pass play. Gain of 6 on the play, second down and 4. 9 minutes left to go in this first half. Nashville Christian leading 24-16. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun formation for Curtis. High snap, running all the way. Running right to the 35, across the 40. Hit hard at about the 42-yard line, but it is more than enough for the first down.
Well, the young man didn't take it out of bounds.
Nope.
He turned it upfield and absorbed the hit.
It's one of those right in front of the Nashville Christian bench. I'm not sure you want your quarterback taking that many hits like that, but he turned upfield. He knew he needed to get a couple of yards to get the first down and did so to the 42-yard line. Substitutions here. Isaiah Mullins checks in at defensive end for Davidson Academy. Shotgun formation once again. Wideouts left and right. 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line for the Eagles. 8:08 left to go first half. Handoff, tailback running the left side this time and upended on a beautiful open field tackle. TJ Peaks submarined the running back. That was Haywood trying to run left, and he could not get to the corner. And a loss all the way back to the 39-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play.
Well, Nashville Christian will go wide left, wide right, those little flares out, and it'll hit you something real quick right up the middle as they get that defense spread out and playing the entire from sideline to sideline.
3 receivers come to the near side this time to the right, 1 split left. On 2nd down and 13, Curtis looking to throw, steps up now rolling right, looking downfield, still looking, has a man, throws into double coverage, they fight for it, it's incomplete. Almost intercepted. Will Brees was there on coverage. He had a better chance than Warmbrough of catching the football, and actually the receiver turned defensive back on that play.
Well, and Warmbrough let him down. He came back to try to get a pass. He had clear sailing down there. Curtis was motioning, take off, take off. He had his man beat, so he had to throw it into that 50-50 ball just because that's where Warmbrough had brought his body. He had the sideline.
He had it beat, yep.
He had it beat.
We haven't had many of these. 3rd down. 3rd and 13 for Nashville Christian from the Eagles' own 39-yard line. Curtis to throw. Fires over the middle. Off the hands. Was it intercepted? Looks like it was. Let's see. They're going to say no. They're going to say that ball touched the ground. Brees dove for the tip pass. I thought maybe he had it, but the official said no.
They're closer than we are, and they can see better than us.
That's right. That's for sure.
I thought he intercepted it.
Yeah,
I thought he had his hands underneath it.
He did too, because he sold it too.
Yeah.
He came up selling it, but the official was not buying. 4th down, and the punt is away. Fair catch requested and made by Brees at the 27-yard line for Davidson Academy. A punt of 34 yards and no return. Hadn't had many punts in this game either.
Just the second punt.
Yeah.
Just the second one.
Well, Davidson Academy, you mentioned it earlier, Greg. They needed to settle things down a little bit. Nashville Christian had some momentum going. They have done that.
Well, and they've got it into a one-possession game here with a little over 7 to play in the first half. Yeah, looked like it was off to the races.
It was teetering there for a minute. Yep. Instead, they've got this thing back in play now. 24-16, Nashville Christian's lead. 7:06 to go before halftime. Pistol formation on 1st down. Roberts hands off tailback. Will try the right side. They grab the jersey and drag the tailback down Simmons after a gain of about 3 yards out to the 30. First thing they got was a handful of cloth, Greg, and that was enough to slow him down.
Yeah, that's saying a lot, too, as Simmons gets ahead of speed going, as big as he is, strong as he is. It's almost seeming like now that both teams have settled down and the explosives are going away, a little bit more of let's get into the routine of running our offense.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Wide receiver Jandiza splits wide to the left. Little communication from the quarterback Roberts to one of his receivers. They bunch 3 receivers tight to the right side. Roberts to throw, looking left, now having a scramble, running right, gets across the line of scrimmage, gets out of bounds, tried to stretch the ball out, Greg, to get close to a first down. I think he's going to be a couple of yards shy. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. Officially, looks like it's going to be at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that arm needed to be about 7 yards long, like that villain in Spider-Man.
He had a good idea, but he was a little bit shy of being able to execute that. So a gain of only a couple on the play. 3rd down, let's call it 6. Ball needs to get out to about the 37-yard line for a first down. 3 receivers come left. Nashville Christian's defensive back saying, we're off. We need somebody over here on this side. They get a 3rd defensive back over here. On third down, quarterback fires, pass caught wide open, 40, 45. Midfield, first down and more to the 49-yard line on the reception. Wes Harper, they like him a lot, Greg. 11, 12 catches now in the year for over 300 yards.
Well, the linebacker with the blown coverage, and I believe he's going to be replaced. He's coming up gimpy. He made the cut with the receiver and came up gimpy, and he was wide open after that.
And that's the running back as well. He is their tailback, their starting tailback, and Cam Carden came out earlier a little gimpy. Seems to be that way again, so they miss him now at middle linebacker as well. On first down, there's that full house backfield you talked about. Handoff across the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. Nice gain of 5 yards on first down on the carry. It's an unusual formation. You mentioned it. That was Stroud with the carry, but you got a quarterback and basically a triangle of running backs around that quarterback.
Wishbone? A wishbone look, but they don't do anything wishbone-like out of it.
Nope. Doesn't look like a triple option look, although that's the way they're lined up once again. Maybe they set up something for later on. Second down and 5. Handoff tailback Simmons across the 45, inside the 40. First down out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. And that's just loading up and saying, I'm gonna run my big guy behind these big guys, Cox and Cobb over here on the right side, see if you can stop it.
Well, and it looks like you almost have you have 2 running backs leading into the hole and then the quarterback after the handoff.
First down for Davidson Academy at the Nashville Christian 36-yard line. 4:55 left to go in this first half. Handoff, Simmons will try that right side again. Inside the 35, out of bounds. There's a penalty flag tossed in very late. And there is a Davidson Academy player who is very slow to get up. They're going to call an illegal chop block, and it's going to be on Nashville Christian.
Yeah, you can't go below on any play now out in the field on either side.
That could explain why the young man was a little bit slow to get up.
Interesting drive right now.
Mm-hmm. Using some time.
Mm-hmm.
Marching downfield methodically.
And what looked like Nashville Christian off to the races, Davidson Academy threatening to either pull within 1 or tie this thing up at halftime.
Trailing 24-16 is Davidson Academy. 4:49 left to go in this first half.
And then Davidson Academy's got a little bit of momentum, too, with that big stacked backfield.
They'll run the pistol formation this time. Cortland Simmons at tailback. Behind the quarterback, Roberts. They'll hand off to Simmons. He'll try that right side one more time. He'll get plenty of room, and he will get all the way to the end zone and score. Touchdown, Davidson Academy.
Ball game, Joe.
Man. And again, it's like we're going to run it. We're going to run it right there. See if you can do anything about it. So far, Nashville Christian has not had an answer for running to that right side.
Right off R.J. Cobb, the 4-year starter. Both of these tackles are all-state caliber.
Interesting decision here, too, as well. They had the extra point issue earlier. They're not going to chase the 2-point try here, apparently. They're just going to go ahead for the extra point.
Yeah, you don't start chasing points in the first half.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. We've got a good one. 4:40 left to go before halftime. Nashville Christian 24, Davidson Academy 23 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
The Braves are out to defend their world title, and it all starts now as the push to the playoffs heats up in Atlanta.
Next pitch to Riley. Swung on, hammered to deep center. Hey, the man! Home run!
Tonight, it's one final series from Washington, D.C. as the Braves roll into Nationals Ballpark for a division battle with the Nats.
Coverage begins this afternoon at 5:50 on your home for the Atlanta Braves, Nashville Sports Radio.
This is Nashville's best high school football coverage. WNSR's Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Nashville Christian 24, Davidson Academy 23, 4:40 left before halftime.
The WKU Hilltoppers open up Conference USA to play tomorrow, 1:30 the pregame, 2:30 the kickoff against Florida International. Of course, lost a overtime heartbreaker at Indiana last Saturday, and FIU and WKU.
It's a late start for them, isn't it? They've had a couple of 11 a.m. starts this year. So Davidson Academy set to kick the ball away. Roman Mathis handles those duties. Warmbroad standing back at about the 15. They've kicked it away from him so far. They'll do it again. High, short, fielded at about the 25-yard line. Running right is Holt to the 30, up in it at about the 34-yard line. He had one man. If he could have beaten Will Brees, might have had some room, but Brees with a nice tackle to keep that down to a limited return.
Now with 4:34 to play in the half, we've got the ball game, the 1 point. It was, 21-3 at one time. Now, Nashville Christian, where's your answer?
So let's see what they dial up here with the freshman quarterback, Jared Curtis. Curtis came in almost 500 yards passing, over 160 yards rushing as well. So a dual threat. We've seen him tuck it and run a couple of times tonight. 4:34 left before halftime. Curtis on first down. Steps up, rush coming. Hit as he throws, intercepted. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20 down the sideline, 15, 10, and dragged down at about the 8-yard line on the interception. That's Jason Moss. Curtis was hit as he turned the ball loose, Greg, and Moss was ready and waiting for it.
And there's a middle linebacker, all-state, all-region, dropping back into coverage. And as you mentioned, Curtis hit. It comes out like a wounded duck. And there, Johnny on the spot, the all-state middle linebacker.
And I think there's a sideline warning against Davidson Academy. As our referee, Brad Hauser, indicated that maybe a little bit too much celebration. Got onto the field a little bit too quickly, and they just give them a sideline warning here. Ball is spotted at the 9-yard line, so now the Bears with the turnover and a chance to grab the lead with 4:21 to go before halftime. And there's that backfield again with the quarterback surrounded by 3 backs, one on each shoulder, one standing straight behind him. On first down, they'll give to the tailback. They're going to run that right side again. This time the ball close to the 5-yard line. Carried by Caden Stroud. I'm telling you, Greg, they could line up and hold up a sign that says, we're going to run to the right, and nobody here would be surprised. And so far, they've been very successful.
Well, they've been doing it a long time. That starting right tackle started as a freshman and started every year since.
Well, they've got Jackson Cox over there along with Cobb. They're going to try the right side again, and this time Nashville Christian loads up, and they're up to the task. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
But you have the entire defense flowing that way. Play action.
One play action.
And sneak it around the quarterback. He skates in.
Well, they're sitting on 3rd and goal right now. Ball is spotted at the 5-yard line of the Eagles. Let's see what they dial up formation-wise. It'll be that same formation once again. They have leaned running right from this formation over and over again. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run right one more time. Simmons tries to get to the corner, gets outside. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Davidson Academy. And they have the lead. Quite a second quarter for the Bears.
They have outscored Nashville Christian 26-3. 26-3 after being down 21-3.
And now with 3:08 left to go before halftime, the Bears on to attempt the extra point to stretch their lead to 6. Well, this game changed quickly. Nashville Christian gets the 12th man off the field very quickly, just in time. And the extra point by Mathis is up, and it is good. New score with 3:08 left. Davidson Academy in front for the first time. They lead 30-24 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Sir Speedy is a proud sponsor of high school football on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. At Sir Speedy Music City, we provide commercial print, signs, and mailing services to companies all over Tennessee and actually all over the world. If you need anything like that, you give us a call, 615-832-9511, SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Call us at 615-832-9511. Go to the web at SirSpeedyMusicCity.com or email us at print@SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are the official sign company of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Greg, I think we officially have a shootout.
Well, at 21-3, we're wondering, okay, Nashville Christian off to the races, and Davidson Academy is outscored by, 27-3 now to take this lead.
What an answer. 30-24, Bears in front now and set to kick off again.
And we're on the Nashville Christian side, and they're stunned over here.
Yep. Yeah, they were rolling about 20-25 minutes ago, and that has all changed. Once again, the short kickoff fielded by Warmbroad. This time they brought him to an up position at the 25. Good coverage, good defense by Davidson Academy. Outstanding coverage for the tackle made at about the 25-yard line. That was Peyton Vaughn. Defensive back, backup quarterback, squared off, made a nice tackle.
Well, he squared him up, and then he pulled him into him, and they did a backward somersault for the tackle.
Very impressive. Well, let's see what Nashville Christian could do. They were rolling along, seemed to be in complete command of this game, had a couple of big explosive plays, including a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown the first time they touched the football. But since then, the Bears have turned it on, and now a whistle and officials calling a timeout. One of the Davidson Academy players having to come off the field. That's Clark Langley, the senior. He's a big guy, 5'10", 231 linebacker.
Equipment issue that time.
He comes off the field. Curtis in the shotgun. Bobble the snap. Comes up firing. Caught. Warmbroad 35, 40, 45. Dragged down just shy of midfield. Boy, he caught that on the dead run. And a gain from the 25, 24 yards on the reception.
Yeah, out of the slot. Really no way defending that with Curtis's arm strength. Warmbroad was hit in full stride, and luckily that thing didn't go to the house.
So 24 yards on the reception. 2:40 left to go before halftime. And I'm sure Jeff Brothers would like nothing more than a 2.5-minute scoring drive right now. But at this point, trailing by 6, he'd take any scoring drive, I would say. 3 receivers split right for the Eagles, 1 left. Empty backfield, Curtis in the shotgun. And a whistle and a penalty flag is down. That's going to be a procedure call, I believe. And it was a procedure call on Nashville Christian.
Not saying they're not doing a good job, because I think they are. They're calling penalties, but they don't get paid per flag, do they?
I hope not.
Well, somebody's going to be out of some money here, because they've been flying both ways.
They've been pretty busy tonight so far. 1st and 15 after the walk-off, back to the 44-yard line of the Eagles.
And none I disagree with.
No,
really.
right.
Yeah.
Davidson Academy had that one drive early. They had 3 penalties on that one drive. And then a big one on Nashville Christian on the same drive that led to a first down. 1st and 15, Curtis dumps underneath, pass called at the 45, midfield into Bears territory to the 47-yard line. The reception made by Jaden Satterfield. That's his first catch of the night, his second catch of the season, and that will put it at the 47-yard line of the Bears. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Last 2 receptions, getting it to playmakers, letting them do something after the catch.
And I believe Jeff Brothers wants a timeout. He's going to take it. We'll take it with 1:24 left in this half. 30-24 Davidson Academy on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Austin Hardy is your go-to agent in the Middle Tennessee community for the service you desire at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Austin Hardy has you covered. Call 615-810-9999 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
This is WNSR's broadcast of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Great to have you with us. Wonderful night for high school football here in the Mid-State. 1:24 left before halftime. 30-24 Davidson Academy leading Nashville Christian. 2nd down and a long 6 for the Eagles. Ball at the Bears' 47-yard line. Shotgun formation for Curtis. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Curtis to throw. Steps up. Now he's flush. Rolling right. Still looking downfield. Looks to the sideline. Fires in traffic. Incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver. He was looking for Donovan Smith, threw it behind him and low, and that brings up third down.
And talking to Jeff Brothers, this kid went on a growth spurt of like 3 or 4 inches at over a 6-7 month period.
Well, I tell you what I like, though, is he kept his eyes downfield the whole time while he was scrambling, looking downfield for a receiver.
And he's got some wheels, too.
Sure does. Third down and a long 6 for the Eagles. 1:16 left in this second quarter. 30-24, Davidson Academy. Rolling left is Curtis, being rushed. Throws to the far sideline, passes. Caught, first down, and stepping out of bounds near the 35-yard line. That time they run it left. Finds Satterfield right there, kind of hooked up just past the first down marker. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, 1:09 left.
Nice job, Roberts, throwing against his body and putting it right where it needed to be.
They mark him out of bounds at the Bears' 37-yard line. With 1:09 left before halftime. Both offenses have put on a show so far tonight. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left again. They'll empty the backfield one more time. Curtis from the gun will throw it back to the left side. Pass caught at the 40. 35 juke move to the 30. Hard hit right near the first down marker. I believe it's going to be enough for the first down on a solid tackle, but they got that ball out quickly. Pass was caught by Smith. It will be a first down.
Now you just take your time. The clock's your friend now. No need to let Davidson Academy touch the ball.
50 seconds left. Clock is running on first down. Curtis looks back to the left again. Now flush rolling right. Looking downfield, pointing directions to his receiver. Pumps again. Now he slides down, and he's going to be called down at about the 27-yard line. And you got to think Nashville Christian might consider a timeout here. Let's see.
Well, and here's the young quarterback. He's just got to throw that ball away and live to play another play.
And he slipped and fell awkwardly. It looked a little awkward. There's now the whistle. And is that going to be Davidson Academy taking a timeout? Waiting for an indication. I thought it came from the other side, Greg. That would be very interesting with 20 seconds left.
Well, they still have 3 timeouts remaining on the Davidson Academy side. Not really sure.
Yep,
neither team took a timeout, but because
somebody did.
Well, something stopped play.
Now they're starting the clock again. 15 seconds left. Clock is running. Curtis in the shotgun. Steps up. Now flush to the right. 8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. Curtis lobs one toward the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. Donovan Smith. Curtis bought time, eased to his left, and found his teammate in the end zone.
Fran Tarkington. He's scrambling around and pointing here and pointing there.
Boy, and the clock's running. You're thinking, you're about to waste your opportunity, but they cashed it in. So now the extra point to come that would give Nashville Christian the lead. Tied at 30. Martin on for the extra point. Good snap and hold, and the kick is up. And with 3 seconds left before halftime, the homestanding Eagles have grabbed a 1-point lead, 31-30.
This is the craziest one we've done this season. Nothing even close to it. And if it's 31-30, what a second half we've got in store.
Well, this game looked like it was going to get away early. Nashville Christian ran off, got out to a big lead, seemed to have all the momentum, and then, as you said, Davidson Academy just needed to settle down and settle in, and boy, did they ever.
And then I want to know what that last play was called. Jailbreak?
It worked, whatever it was. But again, he's rolling, and you're thinking, okay, you're going to run out of time. You're going to lose the time on the clock. But he found his receiver in the end zone, and the extra point gives the Eagles the lead. And I would assume, Greg, you kind of just kick this one on the ground and try not to risk a long return here.
Yeah, because you had started that. They didn't call a timeout either way because when they set the ball down, the clock started running.
They sure did.
And with 15 seconds, he didn't get the ball off till, 3 seconds, 4 or 5, I guess, with it in the air. But what would you have done if that pass was incomplete? A field goal, or you just got to take a shot at the end zone?
But they don't have to worry about that. They cashed it in. So let's see what Nashville Christian likes to do here kickoff-wise.
These are the kind of games that drives coaches crazy.
They are going to kick it deep. I'm a little surprised by that. Fielded back at the 10-yard line, angling right to the 15, now cutting back to the left. First half is over, and there's the tackle that's going to be made at about the 20-yard line. So that'll wrap up a very entertaining first half. We had a little bit of everything, and Nashville Christian will go to the locker room leading by a score of 31-30. And hopefully we'll have Jeff Brothers here with us very briefly just for a moment.
Well, we always talk to the coach that's in the lead. With Adam, he had no idea which one was going to be in the lead.
He could have been on either side of the field, as a matter of fact, but hopefully Jeff will join us here in just a second. You can already see conversations among coaches going on for Nashville Christian right now. Before they even get to the locker room, they're already having a discussion. And I believe Jeff will join us here real briefly. We'll just keep him for a second. Appreciate him taking the time to join us here. Coach Brothers is with us. Wow, what a first half, Coach. My goodness.
Well, you know, I hate to say that we expected that because we got to be able to stop them, but we felt like we could move the ball. You know, there was a lot of scoring in that half. I'm sure neither staff is excited about the defense that we played, but we'll get it figured out if we can, and we got to keep scoring with them. That's the good news is we've been able to. But yeah, good half offensively and on special teams. You know, that unfortunate that pickoff that, you know, we got hit in the back and they got the interception. That kind of gave them a short field, but I was proud of our guys for recovering from that and getting down the field in a 2-minute situation. And, you know, Jared staying alive and making a play was big.
Well, what do you call that last touchdown? Does that have a name?
Special.
Well, Coach,
I tell you what, we've been impressed with the freshman quarterback.
Sure
you were telling us about it. Been very impressed.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, Coach Brothers. Halftime here at Nashville Christian. 31-30 Eagles. Back in a moment on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're in the mood for quality burgers and handmade milkshakes, Mooyah is where you need to be. With 2 locations in Brentwood and Franklin, Mooyah is your only choice for handcrafted Angus beef burgers, fresh cut fries, and homemade ice cream milkshakes. With vegan, paleo, and keto options, Mooyah has something for every taste. Order online, dine in, or carry out. Located in Brentwood and in Franklin off West McEwen Drive. For the best quality and the best taste at the best price, make it Mooyah.
With 13 locations nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. The package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. Visit starleasing.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Midstate Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Stats. Halftime, Nashville Christian 31, Davidson Academy 30. All I can tell you is big plays, lots of them in that first half.
Well, big swings also. Nashville Christian gets up 21-3. Davidson Academy answers with a 27-3 run of their own. And then right before the half, the big play, Curtis keeps it alive. I love Coach Brothers' answer. What do you call that last play? That's just a player making a play, and he called it special. And this freshman young quarterback, we were talking about it before we came back on the air from the break. At 6'2", 180, there just seems to be an air of confidence about him that he's in control, and that is so unusual for someone at that age.
But a lot of credit to Davidson Academy because they were reeling a little bit late in that first quarter, and they got themselves right back in this thing.
Yeah, this is going to be a wild second half.
Looking forward to it. 31-30 Nashville Christian leads at halftime. Stay with us. The guys back at the scoreboard show halftime coming up on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Dry rub wings are back at Slim Chickens. Fresh, fried, and full of flavor. Like smooth and kickin' cayenne ranch, zesty lemon pepper, or turn it up with new spicy Nashville hot. Try them today with a meal or feed your hungry crowd. But hurry, they're only back for a limited time. At Slim's, bold flavor is what we do. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your tastes with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Bar Lines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown. Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
This is the Greg Pogue and John Burton Show.
Former Titans coach Jeff Fisher.
Who's grumpy this morning?
Coach, I'm not grumpy.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Pull your head out of your butt. Get yourself in a better mood.
I'll do my best, Coach. Thanks for the pep talk.
Okay.
You just made a promo for him.
Greg Pogue and News Channel 5's John Burton, WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. The Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week will continue shortly. Now, here's your scoreboard update from the Strike and Spare studio.
Scoreboard update. We look throughout the Mid-State for our scores. Real quick, starting in Region 5, going down all the way to Division 2, we have Cookeville and Gallatin. Gallatin currently up at halftime, 37-7. Marion County defeating Forest, 28-20, currently at halftime. We have 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Fayetteville up on Collinwood, 44-7. Tullahoma currently trails Pearl Cone, 0-28. And then Mount Juliet currently up on Wilson Central, 14-3, going into halftime. Harpeth currently trailing McElwain, 6-22. Sycamore trailing White House, 3-0, going into halftime, low scoring game. The Clarksville Wildcats currently up 40-0 against Clarksville Northeast in the second quarter. Absolute beatdown by the Wildcats, your boys' alma mater. Hendersonville is in a really close game with Ravenwood, 10-14. Our own Zach Williams there on the call for Hendersonville. We'll get him updated here after our game. Henry County, is up on South Gibson, 9-7. Rossview currently trails Springfield, 7-14 in a close game. Springfield's a very strong team, 5-0 on the season. Moving on, we have Columbia Academy currently trailing Boyd Buchanan, 7-42. Middle Tennessee Christian is up on Lakeway Christian, 31-14. Grace Christian Knoxville currently up on Notre Dame, 28-9. MBA currently defeating Ravenwood, 21-10 in the second quarter. And that will conclude our Mid-State Checkdown scoreboard update. Now, we're in the Mid-State Checkdown halftime show. Sorry, all these Mid-State. We got the Mid-State Checkdown live event. We got the Mid-State Checkdown halftime. We got the post-game show. This is the halftime show. Bruno Reagan, Ray Dosky, Devin McKenzie, and Ray. This has been probably the craziest game I've ever seen in my life. It's been a
snooze fest.
So
boring.
So boring. I'll tell you what, if we should just eliminate defenses from football, because that's what this game essentially is right now. The defense, and when there is a defensive, like when there's anything notable on the defense, it's them creating an absolutely massive turnover. So from the top, early on in this game, I would say the first quarter and halfway through the second, there were just a ton of penalties on both teams. It was absolutely, I guess you could say, unacceptable in a way, but there was way too many penalties in the first quarter going into the second, and you can tell it's kind of extending these drives, allowing them to score more. But once you get to the midpoint of the season, these things should be going down, penalties, not going up. So That's something both of these teams need to get into the locker room, get into halftime, really emphasize correct. Because it might be 31-30. You're still in a close game, so eliminate these penalties.
31-30.
Going into halftime.
Think about that. 61 points in the
first half. It's a halftime
half.
show, yeah.
You knew it was going to be something crazy of a game when what was it, like 5 minutes into the game, you got a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Yep. First score.
Because Nashville Christian actually had the entire first quarter. It was 21-3 they outscored Davidson.
Yep, they were at a time they were up 21-3 in the first quarter.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was all second quarter. It was Davidson County. So we just had about a little bit of everything. We had penalties, big plays. You had several big plays from Davidson County. A 7-yard run, a 6-yard run by John. I mean, it's been crazy. Then there was like that last pick that happened towards midway to the second quarter. And Jason Moss takes it down to the 9-yard line. Davidson County goes up and think, okay, Davidson County now has all the momentum. And then what did Nashville Christian said? Hold on 1 second. And then he decided to go the other way, and they were able to score, take the lead into the half. It's pretty much anyone's game. Is it safe to say this is a last possession type game?
It's a last run. This is like a basketball game, Ray. You know the way that I think I heard one of my buddies in college say that played basketball. He was like, basketball is a game of runs. Like you'll go on a 10-0 run, a 15-2 run, a 13-10. Like it's a game of this football game feels like a game of runs. So whoever's got the hot hand going in the last 5 minutes is going to win the game. I don't know if it will necessarily come down to last possession.
5 minutes. It seems like whoever had, you would think the Davidson Academy had the last 5 minutes. They had all the momentum. They scored, and then Nashville Christian said, you know what?
They reclaimed a little bit of the honor after being on. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to give as clean of a storyline because hearing it audibly might not make sense. Nashville Christian was up 21-3 very early, first quarter. Then Davidson went from there on a 26-3 run. Then they were up. And then so they were up 30-24 to take their first lead right before the half.
Right.
And then Nashville Christian had a crazy play, scramble, find a guy, make a guy miss. Very Kyler Murray-esque in the Oakland Raiders game from what I could hear on the call.
Right.
And that's when they were able to reclaim their lead back 31-30. It would only be right, I think, if they don't score at all in the next two quarters. And and the game ends that way, 31-30. So they have an absolutely insane scoring first half, and then that's not going to happen because there's no adjustments you can make to stop a score. This might be the most points in a half in the mid-state.
I mean, this has been probably the most electrifying game we've covered thus far this season. But it's time to say it's school's in right now because we're going to go deep into Bruno's head here, going back to his football high school days. I'm pretty sure you've been a part of games like this, right? You've been a part of games like this where it's been the back and forth. There's no adjustments, right? It just seems like that's kind of like...
I lost a game to Northeast right now, who Clarksville's playing right now. We lost 41-42 once. So, yeah, I've been in a pretty high-scoring game before.
What goes on in halftime? What's going in these kids' heads right now, the coaches? I mean, because you just spoke about it just 2 seconds ago. There's not going to be any halftime adjustments because it seems like just based off the game flow right now, it's just like one can't stop the other at all.
Well... I wish there was a secret sauce. This is kind of like when you're a coach.
It's a fun game to cover.
It is a fun game to cover. It's not a fun game to coach. The coaches are just going to give some sort of inspirational speech, some rah-rah, but you don't want to, on offense, you don't want to change anything for both of these teams because it's working, but the defense needs to step it up. I would say you talk to people who are your defensive personnel and you just tell them you need more discipline in one-on-one. Where a lot of these plays are going crazy is like the 50-yard run, 60-yard run. Mm-hmm. It's because there's...
Eliminate the big plays, right?
Yeah, it's when you get one-on-one, you need to at least hold up. You can't just whiff on your tackle, and if you do whiff, you have to get a piece of them, hold them up. Now, the pursuit angle, defense is a lot of effort, especially at the high school level. So if someone's one-on-one and they can stop the guy for a second and a half, everyone else should be having their pursuit angle and stopping the big play before it gets as bad as it has been. Because this has been a game of explosive plays. Explosive plays have been the story of the game. When you get to the college football level, I think your goal is 5 to 7 explosive plays a game, which would count as, a 30-yard plus pass or a 15-yard plus run. If you can have those, typically you'll have that. That's like an offensive coordinator's dream is to have those kind of things. They blew that out of the water in the first quarter. Here's the thing I'll say of the defense is that might give a little bit half glass full optimism to it is they've seen both of these teams have seen everything the other team can score with at this point. So at least now you know what's coming. That's your chance to just zip your big boy pants up and try and make a stop. That's what the game's going to come down to, I think, Ray. You can think of something, just try to hammer a point home that you might think makes the difference in this game. One defense just needs to stop. Not some crazy pick, turnover, fumble.
Davidson Academy had one stop where they had the pick, where they had the interception, and that's where they were returned back to the 9-yard line. You think, okay, that might slow this game a little bit, and apparently it has not happened. Like I'm expecting this more fireworks, more explosion in the second half, a continuation of what happened in the first half. But yeah, the elimination of the plays, as Greg Polk said, Frank Tarkenton with Donovan Smith's touchdown pass. So are we going to see more of that? Frank Tarkenton in the second half for Davidson Academy, as well as from Nashville Christian as well. So it's exciting to see what happens. I can't wait for the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be I guess at this point it's going to be which offense makes the mistake. I guess that's going to be the deciding factor. One thing I want to mention before we get down to the boys here on the field is we've seen some field goals in this game, some special teams making the difference. And I think that's a little rare at the high school level, having a kicker who's effective. I think the kicks right now have been 30-ish yards or so, but that's pretty rare to have in high school, a kicker you can rely on at range to put points on the board. Back when I played, just recently in the USFL, Todd Haley, something he says all the time is points are sacred, man. Points are sacred. And you see now those field goals are going to come back and they're keeping someone in the game, and they might be the 1-point deciding factor. The game is a 1-point game right now. So,
yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here for our Mid-State Checkdown halftime show. I'm Bruno Reagan. That's Ray Dosky, Devil McKenzie behind the board. We'll be back after the game. Joe Fisher, Greg Pogue on call. Stay with us right here on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Sir Speedy is a proud sponsor of high school football on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. At Sir Speedy Music City, we provide commercial print, signs, and mailing services to companies all over Tennessee and actually all over the world. If you need anything like that, you give us a call, 615-832-9511, SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Call us at 615-832-9511. Go to the web at SirSpeedyMusicCity.com or email us at print@SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are the official sign company of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Austin Hardy is your go-to agent in the Middle Tennessee community for the service you desire at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Austin Hardy has you covered. Call 615-810-9999 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
If you're in the mood for quality burgers and handmade milkshakes, Mooyah is where you need to be. With 2 locations in Brentwood and Franklin, Mooyah is your only choice for handcrafted Angus beef burgers, fresh cut fries, and homemade ice cream milkshakes. With vegan, paleo, and keto options, Mooyah has something for every taste. Order online, dine in, or carry out. Located in Brentwood and in Franklin off West McEwen Drive. For the best quality and the best taste at the best price, make it Mooyah. The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Barlines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue downtown.
With 13 locations nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. The package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. Visit starleasing.com to learn more.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Greg Vogue as color analysis. Now to the field for your second half coverage. Here's Joe Fisher.
Well, looking forward to the second half. If it's anything like the first, the numbers are going to be big, as you can imagine, in a 31-30 Nashville Christian lead.
Yeah, and each team got there differently. Davidson Academy, 280 yards of total offense, 202 rushing, 78 passing, 10.8 yards per play. Nashville Christian, 244, 209 through the air, 35 rushing, 10.2. So 10.8 on one side, 10.2 on the other side. Jared Curtis, the freshman quarterback, 9 for 15 for 209, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. And then Cortland Simmons, 10 rushes for 152, 15.2 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns for that.
Going to be really interesting, Greg, to see what these coaches dialed up defensively to try to slow their opponent down, because so far neither team has really had a good answer. Nashville Christian will get the football to open the third quarter. So far tonight, Davidson Academy has kicked short. They have not kicked the ball deep. And the deep man for the Eagles standing back really at about the 16-yard line, so not anticipating another deep kick. And it will be a short pooch kick, fielded actually at about the 35-yard line to the 40. That's Warmbroad. Look out. 45 midfield, 45-40. He's going to go all the way. 30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. Boom.
Jeff Brothers says, hey, if you're going to keep doing these pooch kicks, we're going to put our stud athletes up closer, and that's what Warmbroad did. I mean, he's usually deep in the return, and he was up there right. They kicked it right to the guy that they're really trying to kick it away from.
And he only had one man to beat when he got to midfield, and once he did, he was off to the races. And just like that, Nashville Christian scored in the first quarter the first time they touched the ball on a punt return.
By Warmbroad.
They score here on the kickoff return.
By Warmbroad.
And now on for the extra point is Martin. And the kick is up. It took 12 seconds for Nashville Christian to extend the lead.
Well, they've scored 2 touchdowns on essentially the last play of the first half and then the first play of the second half.
So timeout, 11:48 to go, third quarter. New score, Nashville Christian 38, Davidson Academy 30 on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Dry rub wings are back at Slim Chickens. Fresh, fried, and full of flavor. Like smooth and kickin' cayenne ranch, zesty lemon pepper, or turn it up with new spicy Nashville hot. Try them today with a meal or feed your hungry crowd. But hurry, they're only back for a limited time. At Slim's, bold flavor is what we do. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week, live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Here's Joe Fisher.
Boy, if you leave the room for a minute, you miss something in this game. 38-30 Nashville Christian, opening kickoff return for a touchdown by Warmbroad here in the third quarter to give the Eagles an 8-point lead, and now they will kick the ball away. Brees and Bolden back deep. And it will be Brees is going to let that one go into and through the end zone. So Davidson Academy will start first down from their 20-yard line. Well, boy, you take a punch coming right out of the gate, but they took one in the first half and answered it.
Well, each team took several punches and answered it, yes. But 2 special team touchdowns by Nashville Christian on the first touches of each half.
Punt return on one, kickoff return on the other. And now Davidson Academy, the Bears will start first down from their own 20-yard line. Now their bread and butter was the running game of Cortland Simmons in the first half.
Yeah,
Over
152 on 10 carries.
And they leaned on that right side, running behind Cox and Cobb. Let's see if they go there again. The answer is yes on first down. Right back to the right side. Simmons across the 30 down the sidelines and out of bounds. You know, if something's working, no sense changing it, and they've just been hammering that right side.
He averaged 15 yards per carry in the first half. That should tell you, he came into this game averaging 11 per carry.
Well, and that's exactly what he got, 11 yards on that carry for the first down. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Three receivers for the Bears split wide to the left. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Roberts. He's going to keep this time, tries to run left, and Carden was there with the defense after a short gain to the 35. You talked about them trying that at one point, faking that handoff and coming the other way. Good attention by the Nashville Christian defense.
Yeah, that was more of an RPO there than what I was talking about, maybe more of a naked bootleg, because the defense is flowing, the Nashville Christians flowing to their left because they're going right just about every time with it, with the power off that side.
Gain of 4 on that play. 2nd down and 6 for the Bears. Ball at their own 35-yard line. Nashville Christian leading 38-30. Roberts to throw. Rush is coming, and he is going to be sacked all the way back at the 27-yard line. Pursuit, good defense there for Nashville Christian. Actually, several players involved in the tackle. Blake Womble, I believe, was the one who's going to get credited with the sack.
Yeah, Roberts only attempted 4 passes in that first half, completed 2, but you go from a very manageable 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 to now down in distance behind the change, and you get away with what you like to do. They're not necessarily a great passing team.
3rd and 13 for the Bears. Crowd making some noise here on the home side of the field at Nashville Christian. Empty backfield shotgun formation. Roberts to throw. 4-man rush. He is flushed, looking downfield, rolling right. Still looking. Now going to run out of bounds. Well short of the first down. Credit Nashville Christian secondary. They had everybody covered.
And Davidson Academy getting away from a little bit of what had been working with them, just pounding Simmons and off that right side and then maybe do a play action out of it.
Gain of only 2 on that play brings up 4th down and 11. So the punter, Roman Mathis, and Warmbrodt, who's already had a big night, back in a double safety to receive the punt. Kick is high, it is short. It will bounce at about the 45. It will go inside the 40, inside the 35. Take a nice roll for the Bears down at about the 33-yard line, where Nashville Christian will start first down after the 37-yard punt. I sense a big, now we thought this in the first half too, but I sense this is a big drive for Davidson Academy defensively.
Yeah, you don't want to start chasing points. You can't get down by 3 scores like you did in the first half.
Yeah, they had an amazing turnaround. They were down and looked like Nashville Christian was off to the races.
Yeah,
and then the Bears,
21-3 from the outset, and then 27-3 the other way,
really,
and now 14-0 the other way.
Empty backfield. Curtis on first down. Swing pass to Carden. 30-35, slips down about the 37-yard line. A little frustrated. He tried to make a move and get around Clark Langley, and he slipped down at about the 37, so that'll only be about a 4-yard gain.
Once again, the freshman Jared Curtis, 9 of 15 in that first half, 209 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then the one pick, the interception that you really can't lay on him because he was drilled as he threw it. That thing just fluttered out.
Got hit from behind as he turned that ball loose. Pistol formation, 2 wideouts split to each side. Now they're going to move a man to the left side of the formation. Handoff Carden again. Big hole 40. 45 bounces outside. Now cuts back to the middle of the field. Dragged down at midfield. It will be a Nashville Christian first down. Tyler Brown with the tackle. Tried to take it outside, Greg, and then just turned it right back up the middle and moved the chains. Ball is sitting right at midfield.
Just a quick hitter right up the middle. You get this defense spread. They're really having to defend from sideline to sideline with those little flares out to each side. Then they hit that quick hitter right up the gut.
First down in the shotgun. Carden will reverse it to Warmbroad. Turns upfield, running left to the 50, the 45. Nice open field tackle after a gain of 6 yards down to the 44-yard line. Tackle was made out there by number 2, T.J. Peaks. If he doesn't make that tackle, Warmbroad's probably still running.
In the game of momentum, we've talked about the swings, but it's also very palpable that you can do that. There's your word.
Nice.
West End word.
Second down and 4. Wideout split to each side. Pistol formation. Once again, Haywood is in at tailback for the Eagles. Curtis in that pistol, takes the snap, hands to Haywood, right up the gut, 40, 35. Inside the 35, that ball, I believe, came loose. Davidson Academy says they have it.
I believe they do.
And I believe they do.
Or they should.
Well, we're waiting for the indication. And there it is, I believe. Yes, Davidson Academy recovers the fumble, so the turnover stops the drive for the Eagles.
And they had it going, too. They really had Davidson Academy on its heels.
So the turnover gives the Bears the football at their own 32-yard line, but it stops that drive by the Eagles with 7:52 left in this third quarter. 38-30, Nashville Christian with the lead. On first down, Roberts with the handoff. They try that right side. Simmons, this time he's going to be smothered after a gain of only a yard or two. Ran kind of right into the middle of that defense. Bryson Holt was the first one to make the tackle.
Look at the front of the Nashville Christian. Their base is a 4-2-5, but look how many people they have off that right side. That's where the 2 running backs and the tackle are running it every time. If you look and see how much they're tilted that way.
They've loaded up again.
There's 7 players on that side of the ball defensively.
And looking to throw, pass to the right side, has a man, first down and more, 50, 45, 40, still on his feet, 35, 30. Now going to cut it back and slide down at the 26-yard line of Nashville Christian. That will be a first down on the reception. That's Wes Harper, the sophomore tight end, with his second catch of the night.
You keep pounding Simmons. You keep pounding Simmons. You go to the play action. Everybody's going to eventually bite on the Simmons play action. Perfect pass by Roberts right down the middle.
And inside the 30 to the 26-yard line of the Eagles, first down for Davidson Academy. 6:45 to go, third quarter. There's that offensive setup again, 3 in the backfield. Handoff this time, they'll try the left side, and a nice open field tackle for no gain on the play. Good defense. There's Kevin Bradley, who's had a good night. Made the tackle there on Simmons, I believe, no gain at all. Ball is spotted down at the 26-yard line.
I think their compass got flipped around. They got headed in the wrong direction.
That's the first time they've run over here in a while, isn't it? And it's interesting because they've got Seabrooks over here on the left side, who's an all-state, player. But they have been living on the right side of that line tonight.
Well, and they're running away from the big man in that right tackle, defensive tackle of Nashville Christian.
Second down and 10. Play action coming near side pass caught at the 25, inside the 20, still on his feet and dragged out at about the 17-yard line. That's going to be very close to a first down. It looks, Greg, like he might be just a little bit shy.
Now momentum back Davidson Academy way. They get the turnover. They flip the field.
Will Brees with the catch. And that's going to come back after an illegal block.
Well, when the receiver spun out of it, he was helped by a sort of a shove in the back. I didn't know if they were going to catch that or not. It was, I won't say ticky-tacky, but it was sort of bang-bang, and I don't know if it necessarily impacted the play.
But that's so costly because instead of a third and a yard or two, now you're looking at second down and 17 or so. Ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. Stroud is the tailback standing off the right shoulder of the quarterback, Knox Roberts. Roberts play action being chased, and he's breaking away from one defender, running toward the sideline, trying to get out of bounds, and does. Did a heck of a job just to stay on his feet and avoid the sack. Runs out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Well, the middle linebacker, J.T. Robbins, shot the gap. He was all in. Roberts' grill was about to take him down. I mean, and spun out of it, showed some strength to get out of that.
It's a loss back to the 33, brings up third down, let's call it 17. Folks on the Nashville Christian sideline encouraging noise. There are a couple of cowbells here.
I hope these stands are sturdy.
Yeah,
because they're starting to shake a little bit.
We're getting a little bit of vibration up here. Third down, shotgun formation, and timeout taken by Davidson Academy. We'll take it as well with 5:25 to go in this third quarter. 38-30 Nashville Christian on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Nolensville Pike. Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
This is Nashville's best high school football coverage. WNSR's Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
After the timeout by Davidson Academy, third down and 17 for the Bears from the Nashville Christian 33-yard line. Empty backfield, and a whistle's going to stop play. They were trying to set up a screen there, Greg, and a whistle stop play. Going to be a procedure call on the Bears. That's going to cost them another 5.
Well, this is a reminiscent of the first half of Davidson Academy's possession where they had 3 straight plays with penalties. Davidson Academy gets all the way down, inside the 30, right?
Yep.
And now going the wrong way.
Yep, ball is back now at the 38-yard line. Third down and 22. Nashville Christian 38, Davidson Academy 30. It was 31-30 at intermission, and the Eagles ran back the opening kickoff of this third quarter to build the lead back to 8. Here comes the rush on third down pass. Actually hit the backside of an offensive lineman. Penalty flag is tossed down. Quarterback lost his helmet on the tackle. There's a flag there as well, and now a Nashville Christian player is down.
Nashville Christian is going to bail out Davidson Academy. Late hit, roughing the quarterback. That play was well over, and now from a 3rd and 22 situation, you have first down. A huge mistake by the Nashville Christian defense that time. The play was over. He gets slung to the ground. His helmet comes off. And, you just bail out Davidson Academy.
Now the question is, his helmet came off. Does he have to come out of the game for one play, or have the officials ruled it was taken off of his head?
Yeah, if it comes off by the penalty, he can remain in the game.
And it looks like he will. Well, that is a huge penalty. Walks it to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a big bailout. Mark this play.
It was going to be 4th and long, and instead first down. And I believe the officials want to have a little bit of a conference, I think, just to make sure they're all on the right page. I think there was a question from the Nashville Christian coaches, and quickly our referee, Brad Hauser, just said, nope, whatever you're asking, that's not the case. And so now we're ready to go. Handoff running right again. Simmons, spin move inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10, still on his feet, and he scores. My goodness. Touchdown, Davidson Academy.
And that's how you make Nashville Christian play by, I'm going to flag that. With third and 22, you rough the quarterback. You give them the first down. Next play, touchdown, momentum killer.
And interesting once again, Greg, still not chasing the 2 points.
At 5:08 in the third, I am curious about this, especially when you could just run Simmons off that right side.
Mathis on for the extra point, and he drives it up and good. My goodness, what a game we've got tonight. New score, 5:08 to go third quarter. Nashville Christian 38, Davidson Academy 37 on WNSR and Nashville Sports Radio.
It's the afternoon stretch with Zach Williams and Bruno Reagan.
Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Good afternoon, guys. I tell you what, listening to Zach and Bruno and Ray Dog, it's just awesome. And I just wanted to give a shout out to y'all.
Hey, Tony, I appreciate that, man. You might have just made a promo for us.
I'm the best.
Bruno is the best. Yes, Bruno is the best.
That ruins the promo.
The afternoon stretch. Afternoon stretch with Zach Williams and Bruno Reagan. You're listening to the Midstate Checkdown High School Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Cortland Simmons' 4th touchdown of the night for Davidson Academy. And once again, the Bears have cut the deficit to 1. 38-37 Nashville Christian leads, 5:08 to go third quarter.
You know, at the end of this game, we're going to be naming a player of the game. I'll let you handle that.
Good luck. There are a few candidates tonight. Chances are it won't be a defensive player unless it's one really big play at the end of the game. So far, this has been offense and special teams. Well, let's see if they kick this one to a different place, and the answer is yes, they will kick this one deep. It bounces inside the 10, fielded at the 5, hold to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and out of bounds just across the 30-yard line, out to about the 31. This time they knew where Warmbroad was, and they did not kick it anywhere in his direction.
I still am finding it curious with 5:08 to go that they didn't go for 2 when they had the momentum. They've had all kind of success running Simmons off that right side. Curious.
Instead, they opted for the extra point to cut it to 1. 5 minutes left here in this third quarter.
But Jonathan Quinn's been coaching and won state championships and played in the NFL. Third-round draft pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Curtis, the freshman at quarterback. Pistol formation. Cam Carden behind him at tailback. Carden takes the handoff right up the gut, 35-40. Tries to cut outside midfield. 45 has a man in front. 40 finally tackled from behind. Chased down inside the 35 as Carden is tackled at the 33-yard line. That was just straight up the gut. Carden had a man in front.
And did you see who chased that running back down from behind? Glenn Seabrooks. What does he go?
6'3", 310 pounds.
And tracked the running back down. He didn't quit on the play and made the tackle down the field. He's going off a little bit, huffing and puffing probably.
Yeah, he comes off and now whistle. I believe Davidson Academy had to burn a timeout to avoid a penalty right there. We'll take it as well. 4:34 to go third quarter. 38-37 Nashville Christian on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Sir Speedy is a proud sponsor of high school football on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. At Sir Speedy Music City, we provide commercial print, signs, and mailing services to companies all over Tennessee and actually all over the world. If you need anything like that, you give us a call, 615-832-9511, SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Call us at 615-832-9511. Go to the web at SirSpeedyMusicCity.com or email us at print@SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are the official sign company of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
This is WNSR's broadcast of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
First down for Nashville Christian from the 33-yard line. Running left is Curtis, keeping all the way, and he's going to be dragged down after a very short game. That was a designed quarterback run the entire way. Well defended by Davidson Academy, a gain of only a couple.
Yeah, boy. You sort of hold your breath on that kind of, that it was a design just a toss sweep or just take it straight and run with it. And he gets dragged down awkwardly from behind.
That's a couple of awkward takedowns he has suffered tonight, but so far no worse for the wear as Jared Curtis, the freshman. Second down and 7 after a gain of 3. Ball at the Bears' 30-yard line. Empty backfield. Curtis looks right, now throws left, looking toward the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. He looked right, turned back to the left, and found Donovan Smith streaking down the sideline and put it right on the money.
Jared Curtis sold that play. Everybody bit on his eyes. His looks to the right. He knew where he was going all along. Squares, hits the guy on the post pattern. just a that does not look like a freshman quarterback. I am sorry.
And right in stride, he hit him for the touchdown pass. 44-37 Eagles with the lead. 3:50 to go third quarter. On for the extra point. Martin is in, and it is up, and it is good. Well, the shootout continues with 3:50 to go third quarter. New score, Nashville Christian 45, Davidson Academy 37. On WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Austin Hardy is your go-to agent in the Middle Tennessee community for the service you desire at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Austin Hardy has you covered. Call 615-810-9999 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Jared Curtis, 4 touchdown passes in the contest. 45-37 Nashville Christian leads.
Thursday night, station camp at Mount Juliet will be there. 6:45, the pregame, 7 o'clock, the kickoff. Again, Thursday night,
right.
And it'll all start with Murphy's matchups at 6:15.
They'll be hard-pressed to keep up with the offensive display we've seen tonight.
Well, I need a nap.
3:50 to go. We got a long way to go. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. And Nashville Christian to kick it away. They're going to kick it deep. And it's fielded at the 5-yard line, far sideline to the 10 to the 15, trying to get outside. Good coverage at about the 25-yard line by Nashville Christian, where the Bears now will start first down.
There's been answers upon answers upon answers upon answers. It's almost going to be the one that doesn't respond, and if it's Nashville Christian getting up by 2 scores, or if it's Davidson Academy, now it's your turn, right? You've got to respond.
Well, so far the response the Bears have had has been the big running back Simmons, who is not in the lineup for this first play on first down from the 25-yard line. They will hand it to the tailback running to the right. That's Stroud across the 25, across the 30, out to about the 33-yard line. Gain of 8 yards on first down.
Well, it doesn't matter which running back's in there. They're going off the right side.
And why not? And unfortunately for the Bears, that one is going to come back because of a holding penalty. Both teams have really hurt themselves tonight with penalties. Of course, the big one you mentioned earlier, the roughing the passer on Nashville Christian that prevented a 4th and long.
Yeah, it was 4th and
led to a touchdown.
4th and 22, and then the next play, touchdown. Rather, 3rd and 22, excuse me.
Right. So this walks it back. So they'll walk it back to the 15-yard line. First down and 21. They walk it back to the 14-yard line.
From the spot of the foul, half the distance.
Simmons is back in at tailback for the Bears. And he's going to get the handoff. He's going to try that right side. He's going to push it across the 20, out close to the 25-yard line. He got most of the yardage from the penalty back. It'll be second down.
You just keep doing that, don't you, until they stop you.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you're going to get, as you said, 10, 11 yards a clip, every time.
Well, that first half he averaged 15.
Got 8 on that carry. Second down and 12. Shotgun formation. Simmons standing to the left of the quarterback, Roberts. They're going to hand it to him again. He's going to try that right side again. He's going to go down the sideline again and upend it after a first down across the 40-yard line. And again, that's almost 20 yards on that carry.
They're not going to be able to need to mow this side of the field, right? Huh?
Well, they're wearing down a track on the other side, though. That's for sure.
Now, and seemingly it's against on the Davidson Academy, most of the plays that they've run big, right? I don't remember them coming toward us.
Simmons has got to be knocking on the door of over 200 yards so far on the night. He's going to get the carry again, try the right side again, moves across midfield, now cuts back, still on his feet. He'll have a first down close to the 45-yard line. Not only a big guy, but some nice moves in traffic to get 11 yards.
Yeah, people can't arm tackle him. He went right through probably 5 or 6 attempted arm tackles that time. I tell you, we were talking about it. this kid has next level potential. I mean, he's got a burst, he's strong, he's got a low center of gravity, and he finishes the play hard.
And good vision. You could tell he was picking his way through a lot of traffic and picked up 11 yards. First down for the Bears from the 45-yard line of Nashville Christian. Handoff, tailback Stroud inside the 40, inside the 35, lowers a shoulder, gets it close to the 30-yard line, and that'll be another move of the chains and a gain of 14. And just getting it in chunks after chunks, play after play.
Both teams.
Yep.
Both teams. Defensive coordinators and the defensive staffs running laps later on tonight.
Going to have to ice down the guys with the chains. They have to move at a quick pace. Handoff on the delay, and this time good defense. That's Carden in to make the tackle after a gain of about 3 yards on the carry by Stroud. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Haven't seen many plays go for only 2 or 3 yards tonight.
No, when Davidson Academy gets running downhill, that line gets a big push, and you can tell the Nashville Christian defenders are still getting a little gassed right now.
Ball is spotted at the Eagles' 27-yard line. 2nd down and 7 inside the final minute of the third quarter. Handoff, tailback Stroud, left side, 25, 20, 15, 10, and inside the 10. Crowd wanted a penalty there for a hold. I don't believe they're going to get it. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bears at the 8-yard line.
And a big gainer off the left side, and we mentioned it, going off the left side over there, you know, you got Glenn Seabrooks, the All-State left tackle.
6'3", 310 pounds, anchoring the left side of the line. 1st and goal for the Bears. 13 seconds left, third quarter. Pistol formation. Roberts, low snap, just has to scramble, pick up the football, try to get what he can. What he's going to do is lose all the way back to the 13-yard line. Snap was low at his ankles and to the left. He actually did a good job just to secure that football and not give it up. That is the end of the third quarter. Catch your breath. We got one more quarter to go. It's been a doozy so far tonight. Nashville Christian 45, Davidson Academy 37 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
If you're in the mood for quality burgers and handmade milkshakes, Mooyah is where you need to be. With 2 locations in Brentwood and Franklin, Mooyah is your only choice for handcrafted Angus beef burgers, fresh cut fries, and homemade ice cream milkshakes. With vegan, paleo, and keto options, Mooyah has something for every taste. Order online, dine in, or carry out. Located in Brentwood and in Franklin off West McEwen Drive. For the best quality and the best taste at the best price, make it Mooyah.
With 13 locations nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. Package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. Visit starleasing.com to learn more.
You're listening to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week, live on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Here's Joe Fisher.
It has been an offensive spectacular tonight as we go to the fourth quarter at Nashville Christian. Nashville Christian 45, Davidson Academy 37, and the Bears of Davidson Academy have the ball 2nd down and goal at the Nashville Christian 12-yard line. Man in motion is Simmons. They play action fake. Rolling right, Roberts to the end zone, has a man. Touchdown, Davidson Academy.
Interesting, Simmons not on the field for about the last 4 or 5 offensive plays. Now, what do? 1 or 2. We were talking about this because if you go for 2 and don't get it, a 7-point score would make it a 2-possession game. So Jonathan Quinn going for the 1.
Interesting.
That keeps in a 1-possession game should Nashville Christian score a touchdown and extra point.
Touchdown reception by the tight end Moss. Now on for the extra point. The kick is up by Mathis, and the kick is good. So just like that, 8 seconds gone in the quarter, and the lead is back to 1. 45-44 Nashville Christian. Stay with us. It's been a great one on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Dry rub wings are back at Slim Chickens. Fresh, fried, and full of flavor. Like smooth and kickin' cayenne ranch, zesty lemon pepper, or turn it up with new spicy Nashville Hot. Try them today with a meal or feed your hungry crowd. But hurry, they're only back for a limited time. At Slim's, bold flavor is what we do. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
This is Nashville's best high school football coverage. WNSR's Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Nashville Christian 45, Davidson Academy 44, 11:52 left to play.
I am just flabbergasted just by seeing the offenses of both teams, and really neither defense has done much at all.
Not much at all.
I mean, took a genius to figure that one out.
Interesting, as you said, Davidson Academy has just loaded up and said, we're going to run the ball with this guy, we're going to run in this direction and stop it if you can, and Nashville Christian has not had an answer for Simmons primarily over that right side.
But the last 6 plays of that drive, he was not on the field.
And the Bears threw the touchdown pass, Roberts to Moss. Now the kickoff to Nashville Christian, fielded back at the 15-yard line to the 20, trying to get to the middle of the field, hesitates, 25 to the 30, 35, up in it at about the 36-yard line. That is Smith with the return, Donovan Smith. And Nashville Christian will start first down. Special teams have been big for Nashville Christian tonight. A punt return for a touchdown, a kickoff return to start the third quarter for a touchdown. Smith is hobbling off the field here for Nashville Christian.
All right, fourth quarter, 1-point game. How does the freshman quarterback handle this situation, and can he drive this team to a win?
Pistol formation on first down for the Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Curtis sends a man in motion now to the left side, sets up in the slot. Curtis with the handoff. Carden up the middle, 45. Across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. And now Nashville Christian has sort of found something the last couple of drives, Greg, just hitting right up the middle.
Well, you got to think a lot of these players are playing both ways, especially on the lines of scrimmage both ways. And I can see a little bit of them on both sides of the ball. They've been out there quite a bit.
Gain of 11 yards. First down, ball is at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Clock is running, 11:18 left to play. Nashville Christian leading 45-44. Something tells me that's not going to be the final score.
What's the play action?
2 receivers split to the right, now 3 on the right side. Pistol formation, handoff, Carden hesitates, goes to the right across midfield. 45 still on his feet, 40, dragged down at the 32-yard line. Good, strong running by Cam Carden. Took it all the way to the 33 and another Eagles first down. And again, right up the gut.
Just a quick hitter.
Yep.
Nothing fancy about it.
A lot of tired bodies on both of these teams tonight. As you said, a lot of these guys play both ways, and a fast-paced game with a lot of offense, a lot of explosive plays. And Nashville Christian, just like that, all the way down to the Bears' 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Pistol formation again for Jared Curtis, the quarterback. Play action, looking to throw, has a world of time. Looking long downfield, has a man, caught, touchdown! Touchdown, Nashville Christian. He had tremendous protection, and he hit Toll right on the button in the end zone for the score.
I was 1 play behind, but I said, look out for the play action. They were biting on that quick hitter, play action, on the money throw, touchdown.
That would be touchdown pass number 5 tonight for Curtis. And now the all-important extra point here to make this another 8-point advantage for Nashville Christian. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 10-14 left to go. I don't think we're done with the scoring yet.
No, and to the point of Jonathan Quinn not chasing, getting the 7, he keeps it a 1-possession game because he's going to figure, well, that team's going to score again, right?
52-44, Nashville Christian with the lead once again. As you mentioned earlier, Greg, they ran out to a 21-3 lead. Nashville Christian seemed to be in complete command Davidson Academy, to their credit, in the second quarter, totally turned things around.
Yeah, 27-3.
And it's been a track meet ever since.
It is. Tomorrow morning, the longest-running high school prep football show of the market, Prep Football Talk, presented by Freeman Webb at 8 a.m. Craig Ladd, Coach Bubba Spears, yours truly. A lot of things going on. Our Tim Leeper Roofing Mid-State Player of the Week last week was Lipscomb receiver Junior Sherrill. He's a good-looking kid, headed to Vandy. 6'3", can just fly with the wind. He had 6 touchdown passes and 239 yards last Friday night. And his offensive coordinator, a person you called, Jamie Graham, played football and basketball for the Commodores.
That's right.
Local kid.
So another kickoff here for Nashville Christian. They're going to kick this one deep. Fielded, bobbled, picked up at the 10. Moving left to the 15, to the 20, 25. Look out, 30. He may go. He's got only the kicker to beat at midfield. Comes right to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20. And the kicker tracked him down inside the 20-yard line. And there's a penalty flag thrown in at the end of this, I believe. Maybe a little bit of celebration at the end, actually because of the tackle.
Wyatt Martin, that's the loudest ovation that young man has got in his career. You had the running back and 2 blockers, and the only one who could save the touchdown was the kicker, and he tracks him down and saves the 6.
And actually the flag was a sideline warning for Nashville Christian, so each team has had one sideline warning tonight. He was the only man back that had a chance.
And 2 blockers and the running and the return guy.
And then he had to come back and go and retrieve his own tee. He had to go out. Didn't have even anybody to go get it.
I guarantee you on the way home I'm going to see a unicorn by the side of the road.
Well, a tremendous return puts the Bears in business at the Nashville Christian 18-yard line. 10 minutes left in this fourth quarter. 52-44, Nashville Christian leads.
Simmons back in the game.
Shotgun formation. Roberts is going to hand it to Simmons. He's going to try that right side. He's hemmed in, this time dropped at about the 16-yard line. Nice open field play defensively by number 10, J.T. Robbins, the linebacker with the stop. They haven't stopped him often tonight, but they got a nice stop there. Only a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left. Nashville Christian leading 52-44. 2 receivers split wide left. Simmons still in at tailback. Off the left shoulder of Roberts in the shotgun. Roberts is going to keep now an option pitch to Simmons running left. He's going to be corralled, I believe, just shy of the first down. They tried the left side this time. A little delayed option pitch to Simmons. He's going to be tackled a couple yards shy of the first down.
You know, we haven't seen that stacked backfield formation in quite some times, with Simmons behind the quarterback in the pistol and the 2 running backs flanking the quarterback.
Nope, we saw that a lot in the first half and a lot of success out of that. 3rd down and 1. Ball is spotted at the 9-yard line.
And look at that formation.
There it is, right on time. The snap, the handoff. Simmons tries the middle, cuts back, pushes toward the goal line. He is going to be shy of the goal line, but it will be 1st down and goal for the Bears as he's down inside the 5. They're going to mark it down at about the 3-yard line.
Talking with Coach Jonathan Quinn, he's getting looks. Don't know the level of interest because you know how those recruiting things are, but certainly Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Memphis have shown a lot of interest in this young man.
Well, they should, given what they have seen tonight, that's for sure. He's going to get the handoff again. He'll try the left side over the line of scrimmage. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Davidson Academy.
Of course he did, Joe. Of course.
I was just waiting for the official sign.
Man.
So now.
Nope. Not
yet. Go ahead and kick it again. 52-50. 8:10 left to play.
That is just to keep it a 1-possession game should Nashville Christian score, and chances are they will.
Well, from what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Interesting, though.
It is to keep this cool this long. Snap is good. The kick is on the way, and the kick is up by Mathis, and it is good.
They've trailed by one probably on, five
or six different possessions.
Different times, yeah.
8:10 left to play. Stay with us. It's a barn burner officially. 52-51 Nashville Christian on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom-designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser-engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
You're listening to the Midstate Checkdown High School Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Pretty boring night so far, Greg Pogue, don't you think?
Joe, I don't know how you really maintained your interest in this game.
52-51 Nashville Christian leading Davidson Academy.
They're doodling and looking,
Well, I'll tell you what, if you doodle and you look down, you're going to miss a touchdown.
Well, I tried to write everything down. I've run out of ink.
It's done. That's right. Yeah, the stats are, as you can imagine, in a 52-51 game, elevated.
But the fourth time that Jonathan Quinn, the coach of DA, could have gone for two to tie this game and keeps going for the one.
Smith fields the kickoff for Nashville Christian. Tries to work to the left. Nice coverage that time. Dropped it about the 25-yard line where the Eagles will start first down and 10. So Curtis, the freshman quarterback, 5 touchdown passes tonight. Simmons, the running back for Davidson Academy, is at 5 touchdown runs for him.
5 for him. Adam, go get another plaque.
Yeah, we're going to start saying we
need more plaques.
It's kind of hard to just pick one after this one, that's for sure. And we've still got 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in regulation. First down for Nashville Christian from their own 25-yard line. Curtis, play action, fires of the slant, caught by Smith. Moves back outside to the 40. 45 midfield, sprinting down the sideline to the 40. 35-30, 25-20, shoved out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 17-yard line. They just ran the quick slant. He only had to make one man miss.
But the ball is exactly where it needs to be. A tight spiral, and just hits him in stride.
Wow.
He doesn't have to wait for the ball, doesn't have to reach back for it. It is in the perfect position for him to just take it in full stride.
They mark him officially out at the 18-yard line.
And now we know why Jonathan Quinn doesn't go for two, because this thing's going to keep going and going and going.
It appears to be the case. We've still got 8 minutes left to play. Pistol formation, 2 wide right. Now they're going to move a third man over into the slot right. Handoff, Carden up the middle. There's that big hole up the middle inside the 15, pushes it inside the 10, close to about the 7-yard line. A little bit of a minor scuffle at the end of the play, but no flags come down. Let's see where they mark that. It looks like it's going to be a first and goal situation now for Nashville Christian. And it will be. They mark it down, what about the 8-yard line?
Explosive plays are 20 yards or more, right? Well, we've blown the building.
Those exploded a long time ago. Basic I formation under center to take the snap this time is Curtis. He'll give it to the tailback. Carden tries the left side. He is dragged down on a nice play at about the 7-yard line. That's Jackson Moss, who's had a very good night tonight, including a touchdown catch. They'll mark him down at the 7, second and goal.
Just watch when players on both sides, how long it takes them to get up off the ground.
Oh, yeah, a little longer as this game goes on. That's, as you mentioned, so many of the guys in this game playing both sides of the football.
Well, and especially in the interior, those guys have been leaning on each other all night.
Second and goal for Nashville Christian from the 7. Back to the shotgun formation. Handoff, Carden to reverse pitch. Coming to the left side, Warmbroad to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. They run the reverse pitch. Warmbroad, nobody home on the left side. And once again, a chance for the Eagles to push it back to 8.
What if Nashville Christian rolled the dice?
I was just wondering about
and
that.
went for 2 to make it a 2-possession game.
I was just wondering about that, but they're not going to. They're going to stick with the kicker. Good snap and hold, and the kick on the way, and the kick is good. 6:38 to play. Something tells me the scoring's not over yet. Nashville Christian 59, Davidson Academy 51 on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Hey, Bill King here. You want to get your business on my show? Let me explain something. Our advertisers are not just local. We have such a huge streaming audience that our advertisers are everywhere. So if you want to grow your business, you want us to help you do that, email PhyllisKing7, that's the number 7, PhyllisKing7 at gmail.com. We'll get right back to you. We'll get your business on the radio, and we'll help you grow your business. Contact us if you want your brand to grow. My show, PhyllisKing7 at gmail.com.
This is WNSR's broadcast of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher.
Well, if you're just tuning in,
why not? Lord.
You have missed a lot. Nashville Christian 59, Davidson Academy 51. 6 minutes, 38 seconds left to play.
Oh, there's at least 3 more touchdowns to be scored, right?
Very well could be. We've seen a little bit of everything tonight.
Of course, coming up right after the game, the Checkdown High School Football Scoreboard Show with Bruno Reagan, Ray Doskey, Devlin McKenzie from the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studios. They could spend the whole show breaking this thing down.
Absolutely. A little pooch kick coming near side, and a sliding reception is made at about the 37-yard line. So trying to avoid kicking it deep. Instead, they kick it short, and it was Braden Jandera, who is a wide receiver defensive back, who was right there and just went down and made a nice secure catch at the 37.
But you give them excellent field position at the 37-yard line.
Well, will we see another diet of Cortland Simmons?
Off the right side,
I would think. Great credit. Jackson Cox, R.J. Cobb on the right side of that offensive line, and they have run a freight train behind them all night long. Pistol formation on first down from the 37-yard line. Simmons will go up the middle this time, and he explodes across the 40, close to the 45-yard line, and a gain of 8 on first down. That time Simmons just goes right up the middle. And, boy, you mentioned it, Greg. Guys struggling to get up a little bit more after tackles now. Jaden Potts made that stop. 2nd down and 2. Ball at the Bears' 45-yard line. Same play. Simmons tries the 45. He'll get across the first down marker to about the 49-yard line. He gets 4 yards. But that will move the chains for the Bears.
I think the over-under was about, 90?
and we lapped that a while back.
Yeah.
Boy, and Simmons, you talked about him as one of those guys, if you're a defensive back, you don't want to be hitting this guy in the fourth quarter. Runs hard. 194 pounds, 5'11".
Low center of gravity, drives hard.
Penalty flag, I believe, on the play as Simmons is upended at about the 50-yard line. As I believe that was Donovan Smith who made the tackle. There was a flag tossed right at the start of the play. I thought it was going to be a procedure call that they would stop the play. They just called illegal motion. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Had too many people moving at the snap.
Both teams have had issues with penalties tonight. Both teams have been impacted by them. 5:24 left to play. 1st and 15 for the Bears. Ball back at their own 43-yard line. Wide out split to each side. Stroud is in at tailback. In the pistol formation. Stroud takes the handoff, tries the left side. Now cuts up across the 45, and then he stood up right there by a host of Nashville Christian defenders. And you're starting to get numbers now, Greg, for guys that are a little bit farther down the list. That was Brendan Rainey who helped make that tackle. He is a junior, and he comes off the field now. You've got to be rotating guys in and out as much as you can now. They've got to be worn out.
Down in distance, though, starting to be a concern for Davidson Academy.
2nd and 13. The ball at the Bears' 45-yard line. Clock running. 4:35 left to play.
No Simmons on the field.
Nashville Christian leading 59-51. Shotgun formation for Roberts at quarterback. 3 receivers split right. Roberts looking right, flushed right, rolling right, still looking downfield. Being chased, eludes one defender, can't avoid the second one. Dropped by Potts at the 47-yard line. Did everything he could to keep that play alive as long as he could, but the pursuit from the backside came and got him. And now brings up the 3rd and long at 3rd and 11.
Well, under 4 minutes, down by 8. This is 2-down territory right here.
Once again, Simmons not in the game. Roberts taking some time to get the play in from the sideline. Davidson Academy's going to have to hustle. 3rd and 11. 2 receivers split left. They move a 3rd receiver in motion to the left. Roberts to throw. Stands in, fires over the middle, passes short. Did he catch the ball? My goodness, what a catch by Brees right at the first down marker at the 42-yard line of the Eagles. It is enough for a Bears first down.
Well, slant pattern, he just picks that up off the ground before it hits the ground, rolls. It looked like it might have come out. It was loose for a while, but he maintained possessions in exactly the right call.
3:15 left to play. Clock continues to run. Davidson Academy with 1 timeout remaining. Ball is at the Eagles' 42-yard line. Roberts in the shotgun, 3 receivers left. Looking left, swing pass is caught inside the 40, 35, and the sideline out of bounds. Just shy of the first down, shoved out at about the 34-yard line on the reception by Wes Harper. Little swing pass off that left side.
Yeah, good to get out of bounds. Davidson Academy with only 1 timeout remaining. Nashville Christians has all 3 of its.
2:52 left to play. Ball is just inside the Eagles' 35-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Roberts in the gun, hands off Simmons back in there. This time he's tackled for no gain on the play. Tremendous tackle made there coming from that backside. That was Gene Beck who made the tackle. And a player is down for Davidson Academy. Looks like one of the linemen.
It looks like he got rolled up under. Curious, though, with Simmons, who had missed several plays, obviously to give him a rest, but then they go off that left side where they've had so much success running it to the right side.
And one of those linemen down. Looks like trying to stretch out what might be a cramp. You said his leg got rolled up on. That sometimes can lead to a cramp as well, and they're stretching that right leg out right now.
We got a busy Saturday tomorrow, prep football talk tomorrow morning. With Coach Bubba Spears, Craig Ladd, myself, the Tim Lipper Roofing Player of the Week, Junior Sherrill from Lipscomb. And he's Vanderbilt bound. And the offensive coordinator, Jamie Graham, who played basketball and football over there at Vanderbilt. Right after that, you've got Sammy Kincaid. Great new show with Sammy. She's doing a marvelous job. It's called the Power Hour. And she focuses on local high school and college and female athletes and coaches in the business, and just a really job well done there. Then Western Kentucky football. They open up Conference USA play, 1:30 pregame, 2:30 kickoff up in Bowling Green against Florida International.
You have a Saturday
off. I have a Saturday off.
Well, kind of off. You'll be in the studio tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, yeah. That's why.
But with TSU.
That's why I got to leave the house about 6:30 to get there, and that's why I use that as an excuse to leave and not help.
So that's what. Yeah. So that's what it is.
That's what. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to get up at 6:30. And well, tonight though, you and Adam just carpooled here with on a rickshaw.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, next week you come to my side on Mount Juliet.
The injured player was the right guard, Jackson Cox. He comes out. He walked off on his own. out for a play. 3rd and 2. There's that stacked formation. Running backs to each shoulder and one behind in the pistol. Handoff, tailback Stroud. He is nailed. I don't know if he got there or not. Boy, he was hit with authority right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark the ball just inside the 33.
You think players, not plays. Simmons not touching the ball here in the last 3 or 4 plays, except the one that went off the left side.
I think they're going to measure this one here. When's the last time you saw a measurement?
When's the last time you saw a punt?
It's been a while.
Only 2 tonight.
Yeah.
One from each team.
They will bring the chains on. Shout out to the chain crew. They've had their work cut out for them tonight, too, with getting up and down the sidelines. They stretch the chains. Boy, it's close. And it is very close. It looks like it is just inches short. 4th down and inches for Davidson Academy. 2:22 left to play. Ball will be spotted just inside the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Cortland Simmons, you got to go to the horse.
He is in the lineup. Interesting now, do you take a shotgun snap in a 4th and inches situation? And the answer appears to be yes. They will run that strong formation, 3 in the backfield along with Roberts. 4th and inches for the Bears. Roberts gives Simmons. He's hit, I don't know. I don't think he got it. Running to the left, I believe he lost yardage on 4th down, and it appears Nashville Christian has made a tremendous defensive stand. What a big-time tackle.
You've had a feast running off that right side all night long, and here you go away with it. The last 3 times that Simmons touched it, he goes left or up the middle.
Again, remember, Cox, who was the right guard, came out of the game with an injury a couple of plays ago. 1 timeout remaining for Davidson Academy. Nashville Christian with 2:11 left. And under center is the freshman Curtis. Curtis takes the snap, handoff, tailback left side. Boy, 2 arms wrapped around that football. He gets a yard or 2, and timeout is taken by Davidson Academy. That, I believe, is their final timeout. I always think it's interesting, too, Greg, when you have a quarterback who takes 98% of the snaps in the shotgun, but now you're in a situation where you want him up under center to be comfortable enough to do that.
Well, and even on the previous play, you have a 4th and inches and a snap.
Shotgun snap.
Not up under center, where just a push by the quarterback gets you what you need. And that front, no, you're handing it, you're turning around, and you're actually having to run 5 yards and those inches you need.
What a night this has been. 59-51, Nashville Christian. Talking to the coaches before the game, and I think they both said something to the effect of, this is the kind of game these 2 teams usually play. Now, it may not be 110 points, but it seems to be a back-and-forth kind of contest. And
well, we've had some dandies this year, but this one takes the
cake, doesn't it? And we're not done yet. 2:13 left. This time in the pistol formation on 2nd down and 9. Curtis takes the snap, hands off, tailback, finds the left side, Carden. Runs to the sideline, 40, and now he wants to stay in bounds, and he does, and covers up the football, goes down after a 1st down to the 48-yard line. Knew he did not want to run out of bounds, and actually when he stopped, a couple of the players for Davidson Academy stopped too, and he actually got enough to move the chain.
You know why he didn't want to run out of bounds? Because he would have run right out of bounds right by head coach Jeff Brothers.
And probably would have stayed right over here. Instead, a huge 1st down for Nashville Christian. 1:45 left. Davidson Academy cannot stop the clock. Well, we have seen so much talent on this field tonight. Curtis, a freshman. And I believe timeout is taken. Now there's a penalty flag down. Jeff Brothers wanted the timeout.
Yeah, right before the delay.
They were about to, and it looked to be a little bit of confusion there, Greg, because the quarterback was going back into a shotgun formation, which is a little bit of a surprise. Instead, timeout taken with 1:28 left.
We'll catch the boys coming up later, midnight. They may be there
take your
midnight.
time.
Yeah, the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Scoreboard Show. Bruno, Ray, Devlin, the Strike and Spare Family Fun Center studios. They got all of it, everything that's happened. And if there's been one like this anywhere else in the Mid-State, I'd like to know where, because this one was a dandy.
Have you made a decision on the Omni Nashville Hotel player of the game?
Huh? I thought this is a
what?
This is not a this is a democracy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Victory formation.
Well, I think that's what they're in this time.
Yep.
Yes, on first down, take the snap, take a knee. Should have to snap it one more time. These two teams have battled each other off and on for years. Tremendous amount of respect between the two teams. You already saw them starting to tap each other on the helmet. There are some tired young men on this field right now, I can tell you that.
And a non-region game, so what a tune-up this does for you. Now, there's some defensive situations that are probably going to be discussed by both sides.
And probably tonight. I don't think they'll wait till tomorrow. Inside the final minute, 50 seconds left. They're going to let the clock count down as far as they can. They take the snap, take a knee with 45 seconds left. May have to snap it one more time.
Well, Davidson Academy, tall order. They go to Lipscomb Academy, the defending Division II AA state champion that eliminated them in the semifinal round. And Nashville Christian with Grace Christian in region play.
There's the final snap and the knee taken by the freshman. Well, to say it was a battle would be an understatement. As the clock winds down, Nashville Christian 59, Davidson Academy 51. I don't know how much of this is celebration, Greg, or just relief on this near sideline.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, both. And we saw Jeff Brothers' mother.
Yes, Beverly coming through here, and great to see her.
Sweetheart of a lady.
Great to see her, and she was very happy the way this game turned out. My goodness.
When her mother and Jeff, and we saw Jody Brothers here, of course, my good buddy Jody, his brother, and Willie Mae Dudley.
Right.
101 years old, so happy birthday.
Absolutely.
And here's you a nice birthday.
Nice birthday present right here. Final score again. Stay with us as we'll come back, hopefully have some stats for you. We'll also visit with a winning coach, and we'll visit with a player of the game as well. There are so many quality candidates in this contest. Nashville Christian 59, Davidson Academy 51. This is WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Barlines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Now it's time for your Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week post-game show with stats and analysis of the game and your Mid-State Checkdown Football Player of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Greg Vogue.
We are still trying to catch our breath at Nashville Christian. Nashville Christian 59, Davidson Academy 51, the final score. With the win, the Eagles improved to 3-2. With the loss, Davidson Academy falls to 2-3. Greg, we haven't seen one like this in a long, long time.
And listen to how even these stats are. Total offense, Davidson Academy, 507. Nashville Christian, 499. Davidson Academy ran 59 plays. Nashville Christian, 43. Davidson Academy, 8.6 yards per play. Nashville Christian, 11.6. The quarterback, Curtis, passing, 13 of 19 for 332 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Conversely, rushing, 350 yards on 49 attempts the other way for Davidson Academy. And I will get you their leader, Cortland Simmons, 25 carries for 257 yards, an average of 10.3, and 5 touchdowns as well.
My goodness. Boy, we saw talent all across the field, not to mention Warmbroad with a couple of touchdown returns, a punt return, a kickoff return. We had a little bit of everything.
Well, here's some gentlemen talking over the press box. Heard some guys say, I've never seen anything like it. Well, this one was one as well. All right, time now to name our Omni Nashville player of the game. I think we agree with this one, and it could have gone either way. I think the winning team would probably, you'd say Cortland Simmons, you could say that.
Yep.
But certainly the freshman quarterback, Jared Curtis, once again, his numbers tonight, again, emphasizing the freshman quarterback, Jared Curtis. He was 13 of 19 for 332 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
And the 1 interception we should mention, he got hit from behind as he was turning that ball loose.
An average of 25.5 yards per catch.
So do we take a break here, or do
Let's
we stick
see
around?
what
Let's see what we got
with Adam.
I think he's bringing. Our player of the game over right now. As a matter of fact, if you want to go ahead, we can do that.
Yeah, we're about to go with the player right now.
Okay, we'll do it. Great, thank you. Appreciate it. Give him the headset so we can. Jared, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
How long has it been since you've been in a game like that before?
Oh, I don't think I ever have. Never.
Well, in the play right before halftime, we asked what your coach Brothers, what he called that play, and he said special. Just though how you are playing so well as a freshman, obviously there's a lot of things you're going to learn over the years, but to have this much responsibility placed on you as a freshman for a team that was state runner-up last year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you handling that?
I'm handling it good. I think I have a lot of momentum coming into the game. Our players make big plays, so it gives us a lot of momentum, and the more and more we do good, we'll continue to win games.
Do you sense when a game gets started like it is that it's going to be this kind of game when you're in the middle of it? Can you feel that?
I can at the beginning because Davidson's always been our rivalry. They've always been a good competition for us. So I can, yes, sir.
Well, hang around. We're going to bring the player of the Omni Nashville Hotel, player of the game, plaque down and present it to you and get a picture, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations.
Don't let your coach wander too far away.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Drag him back over there if you can. I appreciate it. We'll get Coach Brothers here in just a second. Thank you again, Jared. Appreciate it. What an outstanding performance.
Thank you.
And I think we'll turn him loose for the moment, and then we'll get Coach Brothers here, hopefully.
Yes, sir. He's talking to my mom right now.
Oh, okay.
Talking to the mom.
That's all right then. That's understandable.
We were told about this. That in Jeff Brothers, how many years has he been coaching? It's the first time he has had a freshman as a starting quarterback, and this is something they had sensed all along. And at 6'2", 180, he's got the it factor. And he's got a big arm. He's strong. He's got savvy.
He's listening to you, too, so be careful.
Well, hang out. We're going to bring you that plaque.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We got to get Coach Brothers over there in just a second if we can. Talk to him real quickly. And
yes, sir.
Maybe you're the only one that can break up that conversation, Jared. What do you think?
I got you.
I may need you to go over and do that if you can.
Yes, sir. I will.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's so funny. He's a freshman.
Hey,
can you imagine?
Hey, Mom, excuse me, but I need you to stop for a moment.
Well, I think we're seeing like a Marcel Reed when he came on the scene as a freshman at Montgomery Bell Academy. I think we're seeing that kind of young man.
Coach Brothers is with us now. Coach, I asked Jared to start off. First, congratulations. How long since you've been in something like that before?
Gosh, I'd have to think for a minute. I think when the first state championship we won at a former school, since we're Nashville Christian, was like that, and it was kind of back and forth. But I don't know that I've ever been a part of one like that, where it was just neither team could really get the stop when they needed it, except we got it at the end. And that was a great effort by our defensive, staff, and then our player. All the players play both ways, so they're tired. And they just rose up in the moment when on that 4th and 1. I mean, we if you'd have bet me that we could stop them for a 1-yard gain on 4th and 1, I love our guys, but I don't know how confident I'd have been in that bet. But they did. I mean, God love them. They rose up and they were warriors. They were doing it for each other, doing it for we talked about this being homecoming and for the guys in the past and the guys yet to come. The legacy you leave and the tradition you have to uphold. And man, what a night! What a night!
Well, certainly Simmons on their side was just running off that right side especially. He was a load as well. You were saying that these two teams are so evenly matched. These are the kind of games that really got to be good. If you come out of them healthy, they've got to help, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know that Coach Quinn is going to take this and use it to their advantage as they prepare to move forward. We certainly would have either way. It's always, obviously more fun to win. And but as the way this game played, we were growing as a football team and maturing as a football team and learning some things about ourselves, that what we could do, what we need to make sure we didn't do because we were giving up some things. And so no matter what, the reason I play these games, the reason we schedule these games is to make us and prepare us, to be the best we can be at the end of the season. And, we're heading in that trajectory now. We just got to keep working hard and stay humble and hungry.
Well, that guy standing down there next to you is mature beyond his years too, isn't he?
Not Adam. Not Adam.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure Adam is as well. But, no, Jared is doing really well. Just really proud of him. And, like you said, the word I would say is maturity. He has obvious physical talent. He works tremendously hard. And so, it's like, Michelangelo said, if it looks like, I can paint without, trying, you don't know how long I practice and how long it takes me to perfect my craft. And so, he obviously works really hard and he is gifted, but at the same time, he is humble. He wants to learn, the experiences he has, good and bad. He manages those well. I mean, he threw an early, interception that was pretty costly for us, but I mean, that's youth, just bounce back and keep playing and have fun doing it. And, couldn't be more proud of him, but also all the guys around him. Man, our offensive line did a good job protecting our receivers, man. How about those guys going to get the ball and then yards after catch? Just a really, really solid performance. And, Cam Carden running the ball. I mean, that guy was just a warrior. And it was an effort by everybody. Of course, Jared, being the quarterback, and, I get it. That's the thing that people see the most, but there was a whole lot of guys contributing to that offensive performance, and I'm just very proud and happy for them.
Jeff, thanks for being such a gracious
Appreciate
host.
it.
All the help this week. We had a wonderful time here tonight.
Sure did.
With no dog in the hunt. We were watching it.
Well, hey, come back anytime. If it's going to be like this, bring your heart medicine with you.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
See you, man.
Brothers, head coach. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap up here from the stadium right after this on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
Sir Speedy is a proud sponsor of high school football on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. At Sir Speedy Music City, we provide commercial print, signs, and mailing services to companies all over Tennessee and actually all over the world. If you need anything like that, you give us a call, 615-832-9511, SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WNSR, Nashville Sports Radio. Call us at 615-832-9511. Go to the web at SirSpeedyMusicCity.com or email us at print@SirSpeedyMusicCity.com. We are the official sign company of the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Austin Hardy is your go-to agent in the Middle Tennessee community for the service you desire at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Austin Hardy has you covered. Call 615-810-9999 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
If you're in the mood for quality burgers and handmade milkshakes, Mooyah is where you need to be. With 2 locations in Brentwood and Franklin, Mooyah is your only choice for handcrafted Angus beef burgers, fresh cut fries, and homemade ice cream milkshakes. With vegan, paleo, and keto options, Mooyah has something for every taste. Order online, dine in, or carry out. Located in Brentwood and in Franklin off West McEwen Drive. For the best quality and the best taste at the best price, make it Mooyah.
With 13 locations nationally, including Smyrna, Star Leasing Company is a semi-trailer one-stop shop and the perfect place to build a career as a semi-trailer mechanic. Seeking candidates with all levels of experience, Star Leasing Company has a semi-trailer technician trainee program with sign-on and quarterly bonuses and other opportunities such as $1,000 for having a yearly physical. The package also includes 401k with company match, health, dental, and vision insurance, competitive pay with weekly paychecks, and paid holidays and time off. Star Leasing Company, not your typical semi-trailer leasing company. Visit starleasing.com to learn more.
Dry rub wings are back at Slim Chickens. Fresh, fried, and full of flavor. Like smooth and kickin' cayenne ranch, zesty lemon pepper, or turn it up with new spicy Nashville hot. Try them today with a meal or feed your hungry crowd. But hurry, they're only back for a limited time. At Slim's, bold flavor is what we do. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Located at 2705 Nolensville Pike, Southern Trophy has been serving Nashville and Middle Tennessee for over 62 years. Southern Trophy offers a wide array of services like custom designed awards, cast bronze plaques, etched crystal awards, laser engraved corporate gifts, promotional items, merch, embroidery, screen printing, signage, and banners. Browse their entire collection online at southerntrophy.com or on Facebook at Southern Trophy. Feel free to give them a call at 615-256-7295. That's 615-256-7295. Southern Trophy. They do their best to help you recognize your best.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week on WNSR. Here's Joe Fisher.
Quite an entertaining night here at Nashville Christian. The Eagles win their homecoming game 59-51 over Davidson Academy.
What a game, and want to thank everybody, both sides, Jonathan Quinn and the folks at Davidson Academy, Jeff Brothers, and the great host here at Nashville Christian as well. And we saw a dandy.
Yes, we did.
I mean, one for the books. Maybe we'll get another one Thursday night. We'll be back at it Thursday night. That's right. Our high school coverage begins at 6:15 with Murphy's matchups. Our pregame 6:45, kickoff 7 o'clock. Station camp at Mount Juliet Thursday night, and then the scoreboard show with the guys, which is coming up later tonight in just a few moments, will be next Friday night.
They'll be hard-pressed to keep up with what they saw tonight next week at Mount Juliet, but I'm sure they're going to give it a shot. Station camp at Mount Juliet Thursday night. We'll see you then. For Greg Pogue, for Adam Johnson, I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks for joining us on WNSR Nashville Sports Radio.
This is the Greg Pogue and John Burton Show.
Welcome, Angie McCartney.
When he'd come home, Jim would say to him, "How are your bowels, sonny?"